balance your YouTube right there. Good shit. Let's grab this, I suppose, as well. There you go. Wow. All right. Oh man, Asuka in bed, man. This is why me, man? Why me? There we go. I guess we have to do them first, huh? We should do them first. Should just get them over with. The longer it goes on, the less my brain will be ready. Send this out real quick. Let me grab this thing. The little link for the YouTube stream. Asuka's bookmark, the super looks really funny. I don't know. Something about like the pose frozen like that. I feel like it's easily memeable. I'm not entirely sure why I think that, but it's just it's the vibe I get, you know? Alright. There you go. Let's see what we can do here. So we have, for today, we have, I think 5, 6 characters left?
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
We have Sin, Aba, and Dizzy. Sin, Aba, Dizzy, Bedman, Asuka. Yeah, that's all it is, right? What's going on, Fox? That's all it is. We have Sin, Aba, Dizzy, Bedman, and Asuka. The good news is that, the good news is that Sin should be relatively simple-ish, I think. Aba shouldn't be that bad, and Dizzy is the newest character, so like even I've seen like a lot of the trailers and stuff, like that should be fine. So like this part of the roster, this shouldn't take too long. But there's always the Void. There's always these two, her, and then especially him. This is gonna be fun. You know what? Fuck it, we're just gonna do Asuka first. I just gotta get him over with, man. I just gotta get him over with, man. Let's just do Asuka first here. Let me pull up his dust loop. We can go from there. And then I never have to try and learn this character ever again. At least not for a long time. Until I for some reason want to learn him in more depth or something. Look at the scroll bar on his dust loop page, man. Okay. Yeah. We shall see. Exactly how far we can get here. Alright. You know, I'm delaying. I'm stalling. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. I'm gonna not understand anything. Let's just go. Let's just do the thing. And then we'll, hopefully, it'll be a lot easier than I think it's gonna be. Alright, folks. We are back for more Guilty Gear Strive, more learning of the roster here, and we're almost done. We've gotten through the vast majority of the Guilty Gear roster, and by and large, most of what we have remaining isn't that bad. I say by and large because we still have yet to do Asuka. I've been saving this guy. I've been putting him off. Bedman too. We'll do Bedman right after this, but still gotta do Asuka. Listen, it's a great time. It's a great time for me to remind you, like I always do, that the point of this series is not to learn how to play the character super in depth or even learn every little nuance of them. The point of this is to sort of get like a basic level 1 idea of what it is they do, what they're looking for, what their win condition is, and how I can maybe interact or what I can't interact with for that win condition as Potemkin, the big boy right here. So we'll see. We shall see, man. Obviously, Asuka's very complicated, right? There's a lot to know. He's got like a bunch of different spells. He's got 3 different test cases. Like I think I know a lot of what Asuka's toolkit is. The problem is, I think we have to try and at least differentiate some of those spell icons and figure out what like the big things he's looking for are. Anyways, so we'll see. Yeah, before as always, you know, if you want to come by, hang out on the streams, if you want to like the video, if you want to do all that stuff, it'd be greatly appreciated. And most of that information is down there in the description. But I'm beating around the bush because I don't want to do it, but let's go, man. Let's go. Let's try and let's just do it, man. I've been keeping him for last, basically. Let's see what we're doing here. PlayStation 4, Oscar. Why not, man? Why not? Hello, Oscar Arkreutz. It's finally time. I'm glad you're excited, Hedgie. So one of us has to be. One of us has to be. All right. I got Oscar's Dust Loop up. It's not gonna be that bad. It's not gonna be that bad. I'm just. I will say I'm a fool. I chose to get like 2 hours of sleep on the day that I was supposed to try and figure out what Oscar does. So this will be a good one. So. Obviously, unique mechanic spells. That's one way to say it. Thank you, Dustloop. Oscar can store 4 spells at a time, which cost mana to use. Yes. A spell must be stocked manually with Bookmark or its overdrive version, Bookmark full order, before it can be used. Okay. Alternatively, the same moves can be used to sub out a spell you don't want. Yeah, you can replace, you can kind of look for spells, especially the super. I know you can like dig a bunch, right? I'm more excited for bed, but Oscar's also really interesting. Fair enough. Magic, so true. Bookmark removes the spell, then adds a new one only upon a second use. So you go like bop, right? And Bookmark new or full order instantly replaces the removed spell with a new one. So it's fewer inputs, I guess, to dig with the super. Makes sense. Oscar has 3 spell lists called test cases, each with their own specialties. Test case 1 is projectiles and strong pokes. Test case 2 contains powerful pressure tools, and test case 3 contains gimmicks, mix-up tools, and support spells. I forget. There's one of these that Oscar. There's one of these that the Oscars mostly go for, right? It's like, I think they're usually trying to get to, it's not 1, I know that for sure. They're trying to get to test case 3 most of the time. I forgot, I guess we'll check. There's a whole spells page, by the way, and the scroll bar for his spells page is smaller than the scroll bar for the rest of his kit, so we'll get there in a second. Hube's other offense buffs, stabs, also buffs and utility, yeah, that tracks. That seems like about what I've seen from him. Yeah, unique mechanic mana, this is also, this part's relatively straightforward at least. Unique resource, such as, using spells, taking damage, a bunch of stuff, takes your mana down, and when he has this mana bar up, he can use all his magic bullshit, and when he doesn't have this up, he is by far the squishiest character in the game. Right? When he has this mana shield up, he's the tankiest character in the game, also, by quite a large margin, right? The glow around his health bar indicates he has mana. After running out, he receives doubled damage. He just goes straight to hell, right? Casting spells with Chant or using Bookmark or mana gauge slowly refills. Yeah, okay, sure. Once full again, spells become available. His defense restored to normal. Yes, okay. He can recover mana a couple different ways, which we'll get into. Like your funny words, Magic Man? Correct. Alright, so we're gonna get into the spells, but let me just pretend for a second. Let's just do all the stuff that isn't spells first, and we'll go, okay? So, buttons seems... Oh, it's crouching tall people, sure. That a lot of 5Ps will miss, but this one will still hit. Sure. So, seems like a relatively normal 5P, decent anti-air, quick button, all of this. 5K, interestingly, does not look like a kick at all. What? Does this 5K use like his cloak, or is that just... Oh, yeah, he doesn't kick. I mean, I guess it's beneath him. It's that man, sure thing. But yeah, 5K, sure. Close slash is plus on block, makes sense. Rob gathers into everything, far slash, big ol' poke, disjointed to the tip. Oh yeah, this thing, yeah, okay, sure. This also tracks. 5H, again, just a big ol' poke, makes sense. 5D is dust. 2P seems relatively standard. 2K is a low, good to know. But yeah, I'll just kick him almost using his cape, it's funny. 2K is a low. 2S is also a low, and again, the slash normals and the slash normals are pretty decent pokes. I like the idea. And then 2H, I think I see this one a lot in combos, right? Yeah. Oscar's main monster in combos, exactly. Sure. All the buttons seem relatively normal, right? The sweep's really nice, right? I feel like the sweep is really good. Maybe this 2D feels like it's always been very nice for Oscar. The fact that it's it's just a projectile, right? It's a non-special projectile. It's very good. Okay, 6P. Yeah, good. I mean, a good 6P, but sure. What is 6K? A short-range multi-hitting blow. Huh. I mean, yeah, sure. And 6H is a big reactable overhead, sure. A little faster than a lot of those reactable overheads. Usually they're 28 frames. This one's 25, so it is a little bit faster. But I get the idea. Probably kills you on hit. JP, JK, again, more cape stuff. JS, JH. Oh, I guess JK is the jumper, huh? Yeah. And oh no, JD. Never mind. Yeah, it's definitely. Ooh, JD. I don't think I'll see this often though. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, slow. Okay. But yeah, this is the jump in for sure. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, there's the normals. They seem relatively standard. He's got good buttons, but like nothing like stands out as like a, what the hell is going on here, right? He's got blue wild assaults and the tracks. All right, special moves. Chant activates the spells in his current slot. We'll get to that, I suppose. And if you activate an empty slot, he whiffs for 40 frames. Sure. Bookmark swaps out spells, right? Draws a new spell or discards a spell currently stored in the designated spell slot. Costs a very small amount of mana. So like, if he's got one, it discards it. If he doesn't, it fills it. So you have to go like, I know like there's a lot of APM on this guy, right? JK, Jump Cancel, JD, and JK 2K. Oh, interesting. Okay, you got a 50-50. Amazing. Bookmark. Yeah, so you have to do a lot of APM on this guy, right? Because you kind of like, if you want to replace it, it discards and then draws, like it doesn't do both. So you have to like, you know, if you want to replace a spell, you discard it, then draw it, discard, draw, discard, draw, discard, draw, discard, draw. So it's kind of hard to dig without the super, right? Recover mana. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of different ways. Yeah, normal is slow. So this is 2-2P, right? The P version is normal and slow. The K version drains tension, and the S version drains his health. And it's really fast, correct? Lots of double inputting the 2-1-4X to discard then pull, yeah. Typically cast the spell to immediately replace it, yeah. But I guess if you're digging, again, the super is definitely the digging, the optimal way to dig for sure. But sure. Yeah, costs health, covers mana very quickly. So this is the most used one, but also obviously drains his own health, drains his tension very soon. Okay, and then change test case. So true. Almost everyone does S recovery. Yeah, I feel like I definitely don't see this one very often ever. I feel like usually they just like eat their own health. I mean, if Oscar runs out of mana, he fucking dies anyway, so he might as well. Alright. Change test case. P recover is actual S? Yeah. Sure. Change test case. Overdrive. The super is pretty nice, right? The super is pretty hard to fuck with in general, right? Pretty good in neutral. Recovers pretty fast as well. Very plus for the boy. We can't really mess with it either. Like our Aegis doesn't go through it or anything. And then Bookmark is like the big digging super, right? A utility overdrive that replaces Oscar's equipped spells, enters a cinematic mode that allows Oscar to switch spells in any of his slots for roughly 6 seconds, draining his mana in the process. If any spell slots are currently empty, they will be filled with a random spell when activated. PKSH changes the corresponding spell slot, right? There's 4 slots. Pressing D ends it. Multiple buttons can be pressed simultaneously to swap multiple spells, so like you can like really be mashing if you're digging for one exact thing, right? Probably if you're doing this right, like in 6 seconds and the ability to mash this hard, you should be always probably be able to find what you're looking for in whatever test case you're in, right? You can switch between test cases during the move? Oh god. Yeah, okay, gotcha. From test... A few strong options from each test case are listed below. Okay, cool. Full Order is the shortest duration move that Oscar can cancel into by a large margin. This allows for much greater frame advantage when canceling from normals and spells. Oh, okay. You can also, like, yeah, you can, like, use this as a cancel into a very short recovery move to be, yeah, exactly, significantly plus on block and cancel from 5H, 6H, or 2D. Okay, sure. Drains more mana the longer it's active. Okay, so you want to do it quickly or activate this reduced mana cost spell first, sure. If he loses mana, it ends first. Okay. Yeah, guys, that's easy, right? Oscar's done. That's it. We're at the end of his Dust Loop page. There's nothing else to talk about, right? There's nothing else on the Dust Loop page, guys. There's nothing else. He's done, right? That was simple. Wow, that was so easy. That's crazy. Wow, there's like nothing to learn about this guy. Everyone said he was so complicated. That's wild. I guess we're done. Yeah, I guess. Wow. Okay, he seems seems bottom one. Got no moves, man. So what's the point of all this nonsense? Alright, let a man dream, okay? Alright, let's fucking talk about the spells page that's longer than his actual Dust Loop page. Let's just do the thing, okay? I know he says harmonic boost for Bookmark Super when I hear JP Oscar. I swear I hear Onyx System. That's also cool. Dear God, the spell list? Yeah, this is, okay. Oscar starts the round in test case 1. Can change by inputting 2-2H into P, K, or S. Each test case has a unique purpose, but some cards exist in multiple test cases. He has 3 cases, each of which have their own 30 unique 30 spell pool. Switching test case does not bookmark nor remove any spell he currently has in his hand, but future bookmark spells will be drawn from the new pool. Okay, so like if you have a bunch of spells from test case 1 and you go to test case 2, you will remain in test case, like those spells that are in your current slots don't get like replaced with new test case 2 spells or something. So you still have to dig when you switch. Gotcha. Because he draws 4 cards at the start of the round, he's not going to draw like another 4 cards every time he switches test cases. That makes sense. That'd probably be the best way to dig otherwise. Alright, so test case 1 has 2 of this thing, 2 of that thing, 1 of this staff, and 1 of that staff, and a 6 of this cube, and 5 of that cube. And I think I know what this cube is, and that one too. I think it's the portal that shoots out like a billion of them. But sure, I got this, like his DP sort of. This really sucks. Test case 2 is Asuka's mix-up case. There's much in the way unique spells have a higher number of cards, like Terra Metron and Accepitor Metron, that excel opening with opponents. And test case 3 is Asuka's most versatile case, meant for suffocating pressure and containing powerful passive effects. Some of Asuka's strongest spells are in case 3, such as 8-way teleports, fun. Walls of projectiles, fun. Passive mana regen, fun. The large number of passive spells can sometimes leave him strapped for offensive specials. Sure. You done Bedman yet? No, we're gonna do Bedman after Asuka task. Each test case has 2 unique stabs, 1 unique card draw spell, and 1 unique mana gain spell. Sure. Okay, so let's see. Let's kind of like let's try and map these. So reduce mana costs seems simple. Applies a buff that reduces the mana cost of Chant and Bookmark, so by 50%. Right, so his spells cost less mana and super cost less mana, and requires the minimum required mana to cast spells. It reduces that too. Sure. Despite the initial cost, the amount of mana that can save this way is huge. Yeah, I mean, whereas the mana cost 6%. Okay. Sure. So you do this, and then like you do this, and then you can do some freak shit after. That is fine so far. It's only in test case 1, notably. Huh. So I guess I know there's like a mana bar is yellow while you have the discount. Yeah. So I know there's like almost like an Exodia, like it's like more of a meme maybe. But I wonder. I guess probably it like you have to be in test case 1, get this thing, and then go 1 mana spell per test case? Oh, there's a recover mana. Oh, I see. There's a recover mana continuous. Yes, I see. Okay, I was gonna say like maybe like you take this, you go into test case 2 or 3 or whatever, and you get their mana cost reduction spell 2, and then you go nuts casting spells. Yeah, recover mana continuous. So yeah, 18% mana per second. Sure, this is in test case 3. Cost 8% and heals you like 90%. So sure. If you have this, it does make Exodia even better. Yeah. Pays for itself quickly, sure. The mana buff is lost when Asuka's mana shield is broken. Interesting. I mean, it should be hard for him to run out of mana with this, but if he's really low and pulls this and he gets hit, it can actually be really bad. So sure. And also, yeah, longer startup and recovery than the other ones. Yeah, 29, and then this one's 39. And then recover mana instant is test case 2, just boop, instant 24. Sure. Yeah. And costs 4, but interesting. I guess this meant to recover 20%. Fine. And then Bookmark full import. Okay, yeah, this thing. If that's case 1, it just instantly fills all open slots. Gotcha. If I remember correctly, Exodia pre-patch is recover mana continuous, the projectile wall, the staff that pulls projectiles in, and Bookmark auto import, the one that automatically draws spells for you. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, yeah, because then you're just like, you have the wall of projectiles and the staff like controlling the whole screen, and you just get the fucking rapid fire from there, right? That's going on, Ash. Alright, Bookmark random imports. Discards all currently bookmarked spells, then bookmarks 4 spell slots. So again, I will say it is organized. Shout out to Dust, it is organized very well, right? So we've got the 3 mana cost spells for the 3 mana cost spells for each test case, the 3 bookmark spells for each test case, the 2 unique stabs, like Genevieve was talking about. We'll keep going. Alright, so discards all currently bookmarked spells, then bookmarks all 4 spell slots. So it's just like an instant, it's like a full reshuffle. Yeah, this one fills any of your empty slots in test case 1. This one just completely changes it up, right? Yeah, to discard a shit hand. And then auto import, yeah, it's the thing that just continuously draws spells. Again, all the stuff in test case, like test case 3 definitely does seem like the best one, right? Or at least it has like the craziest effects so far. Under the right circumstances, the spell can be game ending. Yep. Okay. And again, yeah, but they all have longer recoveries on them. Again, 29 for the other 2 versus 39 for the one from test case 3, right? Staff. All staffs change the movement and properties of the following attacks. It's all the cubes? It's all the cubes, yeah. The staffs move the cubes around. Howling Metron, Delayed Howling Metron, MS Processing? What in the? Metron Arpeggio, Delayed Tardis Metron, and Bit Shift Metron. Sure, man. You stay on the screen for 10 seconds. They will disappear if a new staff is placed, as well as if an area shift or homing jump occur. Sure, man. I'll find out what those are shortly, hopefully. Well, area shift is the wall break, right? What the fuck is homing jump? I don't know. We'll see. Certain staffs also have additional properties, such as shooting time stretch. Shooting time stretch accelerates guard crush. Okay, cool. So, high pass filter, all the cubes, yeah. High pass filter gravity. Places a staff that extends the height of Asuka's jump. Homing jump is the charge a dust follow-up? Homing jump. Oh, okay. So these are actually not Asuka at all. So area shift is the wall break, and homing jump is the charge dust follow-up. They go away. That makes sense. Alright, place the staff that extends the height of Asuka's jumps, as well as causing certain spells to rise upwards. So again, right, pushes them up. Very strong buff for neutral, especially against characters who rely on strong air options. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Projectiles launched in an upward arc. Vertical launch speed on hit increased by 100. Sure. Low pass filter does the opposite. Fine. In short, the staff pairs are fast, slow, gravity up, gravity down, gravity attract, gravity repel. It's okay, we don't have to go in short. Well, I mean, this is also already pretty in short, honestly. This one pulls stuff down, this one pulls stuff up. Sure. And these are both test case 1. And then, yeah, we were talking about fast, slow earlier, right? So, this is test case, also 1? Oh, no, oh, they are. Oh, let's see, these are 2. Yeah, these are 2. 2 was first. Test case 2 has up and down. Test case 1 has fast and slow. Extremely strong zoning growth. So all the projectiles move faster? Yeah, I mean, I guess, because I was like, almost like, I feel like slower projectiles are oftentimes better for neutral and stuff. But I guess if they're faster, it just makes it a lot harder to do anything about them, right? You can like swing at his cubes and stuff like that, so sure. And this one, guard crushes. Set every staff had a unique property. This one, guard crushes. What does this do? Causing spells to bounce along the floor. Yeah, reducing Asuka's jump height is beneficial. Yeah, lets you fuzzy people easier, I guess. Projectiles bounce. Didn't they say every staff has a unique property of some kind? Like that one, guard crushes. What about these? I guess is it the increase of his jump height and the decrease of his jump height? Fast staff gives you guard crush and gives you many plus frames. Yeah. I guess are they counting this as like the unique property or what exactly? I don't see anything mentioned here really, but sure. Projectiles on hit, wall bounce in the corner. Ooh. Horizontal launch speed increased by 100% and applies guard crush on block. Sure. And then similar thing. Decreases and continues to gradually slow down over time, and horizontal launch speed on hit decreased by 50, so you can probably combo into a lot of stuff. Increased jump lets you super jump out of the corner. Yeah, so again, I guess those are the unique things those stats do, is this increase or decrease the jump heights. Yeah, control space for longer. This one, slowing them down seems right. I understand why that definitely is a good thing, right? Makes cubes much harder to combo into outside of close range, but decreased launch distance makes the combos more consistent. Yeah, okay. Cool. So that's test case 1. Test case 3, gravity rod shooting. This one is a gravity well, right? Yeah, it's the one that makes the ship orbit them. Staff placement can be controlled by holding the direction after chanting. Oh, okay, you can choose where you want to put it. Okay. Easily placed mid-screen or behind Asuka after a knockdown. Yeah, behind him, so it will kind of like go in and out and beat the shit out of you, right? Okay. This is the gravity well, and then repulsive rod shooting. Again, it would. Well, actually, how exactly is this one gonna work? Repels cubic Metron spells. So I guess like it depends on where you put it, right? So like if you put this, for example, if you put it like above, like in the middle above you, and then you shoot a cube, it's gonna go like that almost, right? Enemies hit also get Asuka is my main, so true. Enemies hit also get launched towards the staff to be ready to be death comboed off pull staff. Yeah. Cannot push opponents out of corner. That's good to know. Staff placement. I'll be so testy, Jesus. Staff placement can be controlled by holding a direction after chanting. Same thing. Okay, cool. So the stabs again. Yeah, sure. Does meaning have a meaning? So true. So yeah, test case 3 is the gravity ones. Test case 1 is the speed one. Or I guess this was also kind of gravity ones. Like test case 2 is like the vertical gravity ones, I guess. And then test case 3 is the circular gravity ones, and test case 1 is speed up and speed down. Sure. I'll only use test case 1, base. Alright, cubes. Cubes. Hello, cubes. Fires a fast-moving, single-hit projectile. Asuka's most basic spell, also his fastest. Sure. Strong harassment tool in neutral with the downside of being easy to destroy at longer ranges. It also makes for a strong round start option. The spell is lower damage and less hit stun than most of Asuka's other spells. Generally preferred to use other spells in combos when you can, but this speed also makes it the only spell in your deck that will combo, such as after space connects 2D. In those situations, it's an invaluable combo. Sure, yeah. Weak, fast cube. Sounds good. This is test case. This is in all the test cases. Yeah. These are also are all the cubes in all the test cases? No, this one. And okay, so yes, except for this really fucking annoying one is only in test case. I know this one. I hate this one. This really fucking annoying one is only in test case 3, and then this one is only in test case 2 and 3. The really good ones, I guess. Okay, and then this one's not in test case 3, and I've never seen this. So I think this cut sucks. Same thing. What is this? Fires in. This one I know. The overhead. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yellow cube is slow multi-hit cube. Yeah. So we have slower multi-hit cube. Incredibly, all this shit like incredibly plus on block. Right. We can smack these with 5p as pot a lot of the time too. And we can flick them, but it's only useful against like the big one-hit cubes. Machine gun, the one that charges over time, is not in 1. Machine gun. Alright, this is Howling Metron Microsoft Paint Processing. Fires 3 fast move projectiles. The upper and lower ones are angled. Amazing option for screen control, because this one is kind of like, yeah, sure. It can hit people who try to jump over it, people who try to go under it, and people who are just like in the middle, sure. Relatively standard. Metron Screamer 808. This one's probably just like pretty plus. Short range projectile that guard crushes, causes a wall bounce in the corner or hits. Yeah, so right, pressure tool or combo tool. Poke as well. I guess 12 frame startup. That's fair actually. 12 frame startup on this. So like be a little bit aware when you see this icon. You can like immediately put up a giant fucking wall to kill you with, right? You can flick cubes. Yeah. Green and yellow cubes are the ones that threaten your armor as pot because they have multiple hits. Yes. Isn't used often in mid-screen combos because of lack of follow-ups. When it is used, high damage ender puts you back in neutral. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I just hate this. I don't know that there's even too much that we do about this one. I mean, funny enough, I think you can Aegis this. This flick it, nerds. It like, in my experience, when you flick this, it kills 3 of the cubes and the 7 more of them come back at you, right? Like the first cube gets flicked, it makes a little projectile that like kills the other 4 and or something like that. It just fucking does this for like 35 cubes. Let's see. I wanna, this one in particular, I want to learn. You can jetpack through the whole thing. Ooh. Okay. I want to lab against this one in particular. We'll get there. Actually, let's do it right now, I guess. So this is in test case 3. Let me remember. Do I remember how to change test cases? It's like 22H. Forget which one I'm in. Test case. That's 1. I forget which one's which, actually. Swap test case. Which one is, test case 3 is S. Okay. 22HS. Alright, test case 3. And then, oh god, how the fuck do I fucking dig again, man? Bookmark is 214PK, PKSH. Gotcha. It's not that one. Can I recognize it is the question, right? That's also my tests. I think it is that one, right? Oh, how do you chant on this fella again? 236S, I think. Is it this one? Also, I would like potentially to have Mr. Temkin on screen here. We can probably set character-specific settings for Asuka's spells too, right? Yeah. We'll do that. But real quick, do I remember? Wait, what? Where'd my shit go, man? Why am I back in? Oh, I hit select, man. Okay, you know what? It's Jover. Let's get Pot in here, and we'll do the character's specific settings. I can't do it. Mr. Temkin. Hello. It's honestly funny how bad this matchup is for Asuka. Asuka's Pot's best matchup? Interesting. When I played Asuka and Pot with each other, the difference in the patch made for the matchup is hilarious. How quaint. How droll. Alright, so character-specific settings. Spell slots 1. I want... It's Metron Arpeggio. In fact, you know what? They're all Metron Arpeggio now. Delayed TARDIS? They're all Metron Arpeggio all the time. Okay. There you go. Oh, it is that one. Nice. I remember it. Okay, so if I have his ass do this... Wait, why did I think this... Okay, I was like, why did I think this summoned many more cubes? Because it does. Okay. So theoretically, what's flicking this do? Oh, okay. So you can flick all the groups of 5. Interesting. Yeah, these could keep doing it. So you could just do that over and over. Right? You could go like this. Yeah. Alternatively, you're saying you could jetpack through it? That maybe is a little less... Like, that means it's a little less of a good idea. Right? But you can't actually just flick it. I thought the flicks... Yeah, you can do that. It does work. but that's probably a little much, right? This though, this seems very low. This seems very. That actually seems like it's just what you do, right? That's nice and easy. No, like no possible way to fuck that up. Jetpack, if you're closer, like it's more so on reaction though. Like if you're just getting zoned out by this thing, I don't think jetpack works too well. Yeah, I mean you have to do it kind of early while they're on the way down. You can just kind of go over them, right? Like if you wait a little bit more and you do it at a more normal timing, you probably are just gonna get your shit rocked. Oscar often does arpeggio from a somewhat elevated position. Fair. You could hit him on the way, sure. That's fair. Still though, in general, Flick seems like it's very hard to. I mean, I know I messed it up right there, but I forgot there were two. It seems very hard to mess up. Right? Boom. Just do that, and then he's wasted a really good spell for nothing. Okay, sure. If he has it on the ground, you can just slide head. What? Yeah, it's pretty quick. You have to make sure you don't get fucked by this, right? By the multi hits. It is 31 frame startup on that and 29 frame startup on slide head, but yeah. But sure. Flick seems really good. Slow moving multi projectile stays on screen for a long time. We can flick this too, right? Has a very long startups, so does slide head. Is the problem. Counter attack. No, character specific settings. Let's get this delayed TARDIS Metron guy in here as well. So we can flick this thing too, don't we? The best arpeggio counterplay is to interrupt it before it comes out. I mean, you can certainly. You can't certainly react to it. Yeah, we can. I mean, that thing is so slow that, like, realistically, we probably just, like, do that. But we can flick it, at least. Don't forget the cubes also have travel time. That's fair. That's a good point. Yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and that's pretty true. Okay, sure. Very, very slow boy. We can try and poke it out or flick it, though. Obviously, you'll probably use this in, like, situations where it's a little bit harder to interact with it, but good to know. I don't think I really respect this main very much, but sure, it's a low. Sure, it's a low. This one is an overhead. It's relatively quick, too. Not entirely. It's reactable, but... Purple Witch taught me this one. Nice. And then, yeah, this is a DP, but it's kind of ass with it, right? You underestimate him? This guy? I don't see this fellow very often. Maybe I see him and I just, like, don't respect him. I don't know. Low hitbox lets you combo off fuzzies without using meter. Interesting. Don't overlook this move in the air? Ooh, that part I didn't actually think about. I guess all these are air okay, aren't they? Only has one slot in test case 1. You can do it in the air too? Yeah. That is a good point. A lot of these are I mean, all of them I think are air okay, right? You don't see it because they don't get it often? Fair enough. Let me see, what are you, little guy? Spell slot 1, Parametron. What do you do, fella? Oh, I see. It is pretty quick, huh? I guess I'm probably just like usually just end up blocking this thing, huh? That is pretty big though. That's pretty big, relatively quick. It's a low, right? And assume we can't do this, can we? Oh, we can. I mean, we're not gonna react to that and flick it, but like, it's interesting the fact that also, like, if we like preemptively try to flick something else, we're just holding it. That'll lose too. Really good air to ground. Yeah. So in the air, what does this look like in the air? I see. Yeah, he just puts out like a big hitbox in the middle of the screen. That's fair. That is pretty good.
Very good on. This person is incredibly smart.
Thank you for the 3 months. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so it is just a gigantic, like, middle of the screen hitbox. That's pretty nice. I guess that's fair. That is good shit. Amazing zoning coverage? That's, yeah. No, that's on me. That's on me. It's in fact pretty good. This is an overhead, yeah. This is spooky, a little bit spooky. DP. Bit shift Metron. What is this, actually? I actually don't... Fires a varying number of projectiles depending on how long it's been bookmarked. Really? I don't think I understood that this spell existed in this way. The level of bit shift Metron increases over time. Leveling up takes a second, 2 seconds, and 3 seconds. And then at level 5, so it fires out. I'm curious. Let's see. So, bit shift Metron. RMS boost. What is RMS boost Metron? Oh, it's that thing. What is this? Okay, let's talk about bit shift Metron first. It's the number. I always wondered what this was. I always wondered what it meant that this thing was doing this when I looked at Oscar's spells so through. So now, this fellow's crazy.
This thing, I hate this. Oh, I do hate this thing.
I think this is what I thought Arpeggio was. Yeah, this is what I thought the Arpeggio spell was. So true, bestie. Is it going good? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You think Asuka has sneakers on? Yeah. Yeah. This I remember this. This is the thing that I think this is the thing that I thought the arpeggio was. Yeah. This is a little. I mean, we do still flick this, right? We can certainly still do that. I mean, this probably also would be, in theory, like another time to use this. Yeah. But obviously, you know, that's again pretty situational. But yeah. Flick always again. Flick with a 4-frame startup too. That always works, right? It's gotta be careful of the number there. What are you? Conjures a number of pages, increasing with the level of the spell, that fire a fast and advantageous projectile that applies Guard Crush. For every 11 spells cast, this spell will increase its level by 1, which causes it to do extra damage and be slightly more plus on block. It does 150 damage at max level, which is like a Pot Buster almost. So it's level 5 where it does extremely high damage. Yep. The high amount of spells needs to level up means it can be challenging to even get to level 3. Yeah, for every 11 spells cast? What in the... Every 11? I guess? I feel like Guilty Gear Strive rounds are just not that long. I guess if Asuka's like really eating, they'll be casting a lot of spells, but like... Insane. Like, when the fuck is Asuka casting 55 spells in a round? Functions very similar to Metron Screamer 808, that's the big exploding meteor, right? With a far-reaching with smaller and less active hitbox and worse frame damage. These differences hurt this move in neutral, though it's far from a bad option. The main upside is the move launches upward instead of wall bouncing, allowing for combos mid-screen. Ah, okay. Okay. Repatrick Exodia, make gains level 3 plus really easy. Fair enough. Doesn't usually scale much, but it's good at level 1, that's fair. Okay, go to marker, what are you? Teleports Asuka a fixed distance in one of 8 directions. Oh yeah, this thing. Okay. Downwards options only available in the air. Makes sense. Ooh, man. Generally easy for the opponent to react and hit you out of it. You can use the punish projectiles or whatever, and combine with other spells, exactly. Like if you use a projectile and then do this. Yeah, that seems nice. It is a teleport. Good to know. This is one of the ones definitely you want to look out for, I think. Like if he's got this on him, right? Just because like it's good to know that, oh yeah, Asuka can teleport. And luckily the icon is very unique, right? This icon looks like nothing else in the kit. So that's easy to figure out, certainly. Sampler 404 makes this to the next spell used is not discarded. Gee, okay. Yeah, okay, I can see the thing with Test Case 3, right? I can definitely see the problem with Test Case 3 in that it has so much of this good shit, but the problem is you need to like this is a really good spell, but you need to use this and then something else. Like the high amount of, they're talking about the high amount of passives can make it a little bit hard to actually like get all of your shit off in Test Case 3. But this very much is the like, you know, like you're going nuts if you actually do get everything to go your way, right? Yeah, right before powerful spells, bit shift, Metron Arpeggio, the overhead, all this, yes. I wonder if, does it not reset the level on bit shift? That's an interesting thing to check. I assume so, right? So if I get Sampler 404 and a level 5 bit shift Metron, so if I go down here, I have a Sampler 404, and a level 5 bit shift Metron, and then I go Sampler 404 into Metron. Does Metron stay level 5? Can I spam 2 of them right away? I think so. Level 5, please.
Shifting structural phase.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's very nice. That teleport icon looks like a bathroom or a workplace safety sign. Asuka is definitely an OSHA violation. Okay, yeah, so this is very nice. So another one to look out for, right? Another one to look out for, certainly. Chaotic option. Bookmarks a powerful spell at random, independent of your current test case. Oh. And it becomes either Terra Metron, Metron Arpeggio, Excipitor Metron, the overhead, Recover Mana Continuous, the good one from Test Case 3, or Bookmark Auto Import, also the good one. Oh, so the 5 choices are pretty good. Interesting. Sure. Okay, so with that in mind, what are the icons that I think I'm looking out for a lot, right? I think by and large, like just to, obviously it's ideal to know all of these and just to do your flashcards and know every single one and be able to immediately look at them and know at a glance. But we're not gonna do that, I'm afraid. So for that, I feel like this, I gotta be careful, right? Like if I see he's familiarized himself with the 4 basic spells. Yes, I feel like this is really good, right? Like this is something that I need to know when he has this. I need to realize that, you know, I'm probably about to go to hell. The staves, honestly, I feel like I don't really like, I don't really need to know that these are coming out before they come out, right? Like, once these are out, it's going to be very obvious which staff it is. They look very different, right? And, like, yeah. So it's good to know, like, these all, like, what they look like, I guess. But they are very, like, notably different in how they look, right? So, the staffs, I don't think we need to, like, know the icons before they come out. The cubes is a big one, right? I think, like, the cube, like, probably almost all of the cube icons are important, right? So, the little water bubbles is baby. Yellow is slow baby. Green is the space control one. This is the fireball. This, again, looks different, so that's good. Metron Arpeggio is again, they're all very, like, they are pretty descriptive, I will say, right? It's spammy, and then this one also looks very different. So, like, knowing what each of these are and knowing, like, what are, like, what may be coming in the future is very important, I think. Again, this one's super unique. There's no way to distinguish this or to mix this up for everything. Yes, that's knowing this is the overhead and the low, though, I guess is pretty important, right? Like, knowing that if he has both of these, for example, like, we gotta be careful. But yeah, that's the overhead. That's definitely a good one to know, right? I don't really care about you. You are very obvious. Now, like, that's not. There's no need to memorize you. I'm glad that I know what that number that says, right? Hawkfriend tells me looks for auto import, bit shift, Metron Screamer, the Meteor, Arpeggio, and any mana management or deck management spell. Yeah. I think knowing all the cubes in general is probably still a good idea, but yeah. No, I don't care about this one. Teleport, I feel like it's also good to know. Like, but luckily, again, most of the ones that I'm like, holy shit, are like very unique icons, right? Teleports, this one, probably good to know too, in case, like, just to know that whatever annoying thing he's got might happen twice and not get caught off guard by that. Yeah, so, go to marker. Sampler 4, kind of in reverse order, right? Sampler 404, go to marker. Bit shift, definitely, like, not Aquila. Bit shift, Accipiter, Terra to an extent. This one is so recognizable, I don't think you need to, like, worry about knowing what this looks like at all, right? Delayed, Arpeggio, the general sort of basic ideas. Screamer's a good one for sure, too, because it's really fast, right? So you just need to know that Asuka can, like, just, boom, put up an explosion like that. So that's definitely a good one to know, right? All of these cubes. And then, bookmark auto imports, and that's probably kind of it, honestly. Again, like, I mean, I guess all the bookmark spells probably, but especially this one, right? Like, the recover mana cost ones, I don't really care about. The staff ones, I don't really care about until they're out on the screen. Like, I don't need to know that they're coming, right? It's good to just, know that he has a staff, at least, knowing that all the staffs look very similar, right? Like, knowing that he's got a staff in his pocket, at least, we can figure out what it does when it comes out. And then the basic cubes, and then the really scary cubes, and these unique spells, right? That, to me, probably are the main things that you can look out for. I mean, that's like 40% of the list or something, but, like, again, it's relatively unique looking ones. Teleports behind you, nothing personnel kit, cancels TP into cube for cross-up full combo. Yeah. Bit shift is the big one. Like, I just straight up didn't realize what this thing did and, like, what the numbers were that were counting, so that's huge. Can I be real with you? Can I keep it like a 1,000 with you? So, we spent 40 minutes just reading what this guy does. Like, I usually will, like, at least go in and, like, do a little bit of, like, trying to figure out how they might implement, like, what they're doing and, like, go into the game. We spent almost no time in the game in this one, outside, like, trying to lab against particular options. But, like, realistically, I think that's, as far as, if we're talking, like, level 1 idea of what Asuka's doing, it is just a lot of reading, man. You really are just, like, going through and reading your opponent's magic deck and trying to figure out what their synergies are. I don't think we're gonna do any like actual like I have the game open. I think it mostly was there for music and for the guy to go danger. If you really want to deal with Asuka spells effectively, you probably need to play him for a little while. Yeah, I suppose so. Hey, Gucci, what's going on, fellas? Yep. We got ULs coming in. We're trying to figure out what the hell Asuka does in Guilty Gear right now. So hello. How you doing, man? How's your stream, Gucci? Yeah. Again, we're not trying to really figure him out anyway. I guess it's just, you know, a basic idea of what he does. And honestly, like, at least now that I can, like, sort of tell you, like, what all the different types of spells are, and I can name a bunch of them off the top of my head and tell you what they look like and what they do, that to me is already a huge improvement, right? It's one of those things. It was great. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. I'll talk about how to play against him. Not really. I think like, realistically, like, knowing what the spells do is good enough for me for now, right? Knowing what the spells do and what my individual counters to him are, right? Have the synergies and, like, combos and stuff, honestly, man, we'll figure it out as we go. But at least if we understand the individual pieces, that's enough, right? We've been reading Asuka spells for 40 minutes. If we talk about how he can use them, we'll be here for another probably 75. I'm okay with all that, personally. But yeah. Good to know that most of the cubes, actually, a lot of the cubes that I thought were more troublesome as well, really aren't that much bit shift is the problem. It's just so fast, right? Like the level 5 bit shift is really fast, so it's kind of hard to even like flick it on reaction, right? But for the rest of them, really, it is just a matter of you can flick literally all of them, right? And it deals with them pretty well. And you can also just the big slow one, like the delayed TARDIS here. You can just kind of like punch him, and it works really well, right? Obviously, you probably won't use this in a place where it's super easy for you to just go out there and smack it. If we get the chance to counterplay it, we can always just smack it. Super simplified version of the Asuka game plan in floor 910. It's to swap to test case 3, get half tension, use the bookmark super to fish for Exodia, go to town. Yeah. But again, my big thing is just figuring out what to do against the individual spells for now, I think, and what the individual spells even do, because I did not know 95% of these. Like, going into this, I knew that he had stats, and that he had a bookmark super, and that I didn't like this thing. Right? So, actually knowing what all the individual spells do is good enough for me, man. Well, as we fight some Asuka, we'll learn more and more, like, what they tend to do and how we'll try out things will work, things won't work. But I know this ended up being, like, literally 40 minutes of reading the Dust Loop page, but listen, again, he's got his own Dust Loop page, and he's got his own spells Dust Loop page that is longer than his actual Dust Loop page. What do you want from me? I'm just happy we got through it, to be completely honest with you. I'm just pogged up we got through it. Against Asuka, Slidehead and Jetpack are very strong. Yeah, it seems like all of Pot's, honestly, like, and I mean, this thing seems like the star of the fucking show, to be completely real with you. Like, seems like it just deals with, like, everything, right? But yeah, Hammerfall probably not. Hammerfall probably not. I feel like Hammerfall in general, like, we have to be like, Hammerfall seems like it's like literally it's a use only on knockdown. You know? Like, we only Hammerfall if you do something like that, pretty much. Like, he has a lot of different ways to fuck with Hammerfall in ways that I'm not interested in, right? So like Hammerfall really does seem like we've already gotten our win condition. Okay, now we Hammerfall to get our Oki ready, right? But yeah, Slideheads, Jetpack. I will say, Hammerfall is just you get close when he's on the floor. Yeah, exactly. Jetpack, I get it. I do see the vision. If Asuka's doing a bunch of stuff in the air, definitely. But yeah, I guess if he's in the air, never mind. I was gonna say, like, I'm a little worried to use him, but no. If Asuka's like if he's doing wizard shit and casting spells in the air, then this thing's really good. Otherwise, on the ground, I think Flick is always gonna be a better answer, or like Slidehead or something. But yeah, okay, sure. Well, that's gonna do it. They jump a lot to avoid Slidehead. That's fine. You can try and do some freak shit to them with the Jetpack potentially. In that case, you can use Hammerfall to bang on his spells available. That's true. I mean, if he doesn't have any like cubes or anything, right? He's got no cubes, no bitches. Then like we are gonna be in a much better spot. Pretty much all of the cubes are gonna, like, this one won't. But like pretty much all of the cubes are going to fuck up the armor though. Otherwise, right? I mean, Metron I guess not either, but they're all multi-hits enough to break the armor. Right? This one too. Fireball won't either yet. No cubes, no mana, exactly. No wenches. Mr. Asuka, Mr. Arkwright. So he's so beefy. I guess yeah, it's, you know, it is fun to compare, right? So this combo on a fully mana shield that Asuka does, it just never gets old watching Asuka take so much damage, right? That is 243, pretty good honestly. And again, what is the tankiest character in the game? But if we unmana him, fuck it, unmanas your Asuka. There's no way I have to do this manually, right? Maybe I could have gone forward. Oh, there you go. They figured it out. Ball. There you go. So if we do the same thing now, I mean, the Pot Buster's gonna do more by itself. Yeah. This character's funny, man. Oh, I didn't do my Heavenly. No, hold on. Oh, I need to do it. I want to see what the total number is on this fella. Nice combo, then not showed on someone other than Asuka without mana. You know? Oh god. Let people, you know, it's just fun. Also, I keep messing up the, I keep like getting too excited watching him take all this damage, and then I forget to do the Heavenly at the end. There you go. I will not let go. I had less damage because I read Roman canceled it, right? If I had done PRC, it would have done more. Or 24, that's amazing. And if I do, wait, actually, that's a quick question, not Oscar related, but if I PRC this, I have to delay it. If I PRC this, it doesn't scale as hard, right? Because the hit from Red Roman cancel counts. Watch yourself. Oh, I didn't hit him. I gotta take his mana off first. They don't let me set him to 0 mana for some reason. There you go. And delay this shit. PRC. Bonk. Bonk. Oh! You know what? Me take me one, take me on the knife. Hold on. Do this. PRC. Charge dust. 2S. Blah blah blah. It's gonna miss, isn't it? You know, it sucks. I hate it here, but yes. Force Wave's a full health bar? Oh yeah, I mean, TLDing no mana Asuka is, I was gonna say no small feat, but it's literally a small feat. That's my understanding, like most characters have multiple different ways to do it, right? To TLD Asuka, who's got no mana. You have no mana! You know what I'm talking about? Like, everything kills this guy. Cool combo, I'll do it on him with full risk. Oh my lord, wait, you're right, hold on. We just have a treat, yeah, we've been reading, we've literally just been reading forever, right? I thought they removed scaling from landing the red RC hits. It doesn't look like it. I mean, the combo did 318 with the PRC and 316 with the red RC. Slayer TLD's no mana Asuka by breathing. Oh, dude, I can't even imagine. That's insane. Where is gauge settings, right? Risk gauge. You can FRC, I guess. True. You don't get the hit in that case, right? Count. Maintaining the offensive. Oh, well, it was 360 before we even got to the heavenly, so that's certainly something. That should work. FRC there too. No room for moderation. Nice cards there, yeah. Nice Exodia Yugi. Let me throw over to the side of this cruise ship. Interesting. The risk, honestly, like the risk definitely made it do more damage. I'm kind of surprised how little of a difference it made, right? It only added 40 damage to the combo. I guess that means just at a certain, does the game just like say no at a certain point? It's like, nope, this young scientific twink has taken too much damage. We simply refuse to scale the combo any further. Interesting. Well, that is gonna do it for 40 minutes of reading Asuka's Tough Sloop. Risk doesn't count match with grabs. That's fair. That's fair. Combo doesn't have too many hits. That's fair. I guess probably it would be more like if we did like the thing where you can like do the flick into RC into all of this weird shit in the corner with all this and the loops and all that. Probably helps out a lot more. But yeah, hope you guys learned something about how Asuka's spells work. I certainly did. I didn't know what almost any of these did, and now the fact that I can probably look at all of them at the very least with like a little reminder, know exactly what they do and what to look out for, that's already huge progress for me. It's like one of those things where like, you know, putting in a little bit of effort gets you like 60% of the way there, right? And like to learn the other 40, you know, there's diminishing returns there, but this felt very productive actually. Yeah. You know, like the video, all that good stuff helps out if you're watching the VOD right now. You know, all that shit. Come by, hang out on the streams, go join the Discord, but be nice. I'll shoot you in the head. Link in the description. In Minecraft, okay, in Minecraft. That's Asuka, man. That's Asuka. We're gonna do Bedman next, and then I'll finally be free. Well, I'll be free in the sense that after that we have to do. We got Sin, and we got Dizzy, and we got one other person I'm forgetting, Abba. So which should not be that bad, right? But yeah, have a lot of fun with Guilty Gear. Gonna be a lot more coming your way, and until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace. Does Heavenly one-shot Manaless Asuka? Almost, but no. Hold on, let's see. I'd like you to jump. Mr. Magical Twink Man. Oh, it's got mana. Time for the circle cards. Good to see. No room for moderation. That's the bad Buster. This is the very bad voice line.
You could perfect this thing by reducing your
Yeah, that's the really shit voice line. We got bad RNG. Well, like, you could probably kill him if you have 100 tension though, right? If you go like this, you grab his ass and then you Roman cancel off the heavenly. Yeah, bust exactly. Lowercase Buster with the periods.
I doubt that you can achieve terminal velocity.
That counts. He's dead. Nice and easy. I guess that's also the risk, to be fair. Heavenly has 100% proration, like all overdrives. Yeah, but the risk gauge. Oh, you mean 100%? Like it doesn't scale supers. Yeah. You probably fast RC there, get like a real combo too. You get like a close slash 2H into jetpack or heat knuckle. Probably heat knuckle if you want to kill someone, right? Okay, cool. We'll do Bedman, and then we'll be smooth sailing from there. All right, Bedman. Should also be a little bit confusing, but Heat Knuckle's the ultimate Guts killer, yeah, because it has multiple little hits. So Guts can only reduce, at most, Guts can reduce you to 1 damage. Good thing I'm here to help with Bedman. I would tend to agree. All right. I hit my foot on the little thing on my desk there, a little artifact. Let's see what Bedman # has in store for us. Not that Asuka has any Guts. Yeah, I guess that's pretty true. He doesn't, right? Yeah, he only has a very high defense modifier in the shield, and that's it. No guts, Potter? No guts? Yeah, no guts. I think guts rating 0, you still... Guts rating 0 still scales, right? Damage. Guilty Gear Strive. What are your thoughts on Asuka? He seems cool. Definitely not my kind of character, but he seems cool. Yeah, it still scales. You do still get like damage reduction. It just scales a little bit like slower than the other ones, right? Especially at high health. Like 5 guts is taking like already at 10% more less damage, which is actually more than 10% less. It's like 15 to 16% less because the numbers are smaller. Oh, this is my secondary. Interesting. He's more of your kind of character than you think. He's a grappler. I promise because there's so much gambling. The gambling is not necessarily what draws me to the grapplers, but I can see it in the sense that like I do like the idea of like you're working you're working really hard towards something, but when you get to that thing, it can oftentimes be a win condition, right? In that sense, I can see it, right? Where in that Potemkin, the working really hard is trying to like get in through the neutral and like get to them and kill them with your fucking 700 damage command grab or whatever. With Asuka, it's doing all this stuff and digging and all of this, set up your Exodia and send them to hell. I like it. Bedman, probably less complicated on paper than Asuka, but more complicated in practice. I can see that. But again, luckily I don't have to learn how to play Bedman. I only have to learn what Bedman's moves do and what we can do against them. So. Alright, folks, we are back with more Guilty Gear Strive, more learning of the roster. T-4 characters left. We did Asuka last time, and by did Asuka, I mean we spent 40 minutes reading his Dust Loop and basically not playing the game at all. But on the bright side, I know what his spells do now, and I didn't before, so that's all. We'll take it. Bedman. Bedman, question mark, my bad. Bedman? Bedman. Bedman? It's like prosodic stress. It's lexical stress, within the word. But yeah, Bedman is the other sort of nightmare that we have left to do here, and then, it's relatively smooth sailing from here. So here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. Asuka's very complicated. However, I was interested enough in Asuka, like, as a lore character. Even though I wasn't playing Strive when he came out, I did like sort of track, like I had a vague idea of like what he does and the fact that he had like, he's got cards, he's looking for cards, he got different spells and vague, like I had a very vague idea of like his deal, right? Like what he does, and he's got like a bookmark super and all of this. Cool. I actually have literally no idea what Bedman does. I don't even know what their archetype is. I don't know what their unique gimmick is. I know nothing about them. So this might actually be more difficult than Asuka, but we'll see. We'll see. Again, with a character that is this messed up, good to remind everyone that this is not, the point of this is not to learn how to play the character at a even like a basic level, or even how to fight them on a super deep level or anything. It is more to get a level 1 idea of what Bedman is, what they do, what their gimmick is, what their game plan is, what their win condition is, and how we can interact with it, and what ways we can't interact with it.
Very good odds.
And if need be, specifically as Potemkin, right? If something like that comes up. If Bedman, why Bedman? What's going on, Suki? 8 months. God damn. Thanks, man. Much appreciated for the continued support. The 1 month away from the Twitch baby there. Bedman is way cooler than Bedman question mark. Yeah, so Bedman in Exerd seemed pretty cool. Bedman seems like kind of a loser. Look at him. He's like all clunky and shit. There's a scared little girl there. Let's see. Bedman. They'll put the question mark in there. I kind of like PlayStation Bedman. Let's go Persona character, but like if they were really fucked up. LFL colors? LFL colors? What the? Okay, hold on. PS4 Bedman. PS5 Bedman. It's not Bedman, it's Bed and Girl. If your Bedman is crooked, looks like it's dying, has a scared little girl next to it, that's not your Bedman, that's Bedman. Color 7, it's old Bedman colors. I have horrible news for you. I'm already in the game. Let's pull up this Bedman individual's Dust Loop page. One thing to note about Bedman is that their theme is a banger. The other thing to note about Bedman question mark is they have the highest raw defense rating in the game besides Shielded Asuka, right? So they're one of the tankiest characters in the game despite having 0 guts, because they just like have they just take so little damage based on it. Alright. Unique mechanic. Error 6E. After performing Call 4-Ba, Call 4-Ba 3, or Call 4-Ba 9, Bedman enters this Error 6E states. What? And will perform an automatic follow-up attack after a 3-second delay. 3 seconds or 150 after Call 4-Ba. Each of the aforementioned specials produces a different follow-up attack that closely mimics their original properties. Okay, that makes sense actually. I don't know what Call Forba, Call Forba Free, or Call Forba 9 are yet, but sure. In addition, Call... People have names for these fucking things. Call $? How am I was trying to be cute with Call Forba. Call Wexadolarosa2O, aka Call $. Well, oh, but the other one is $2 too. Call $2, Call $1. What the fuck people call specials, man? We'll bypass the delay and instantly perform the attack, while Call $1 will reset the timing to 3 seconds. Sure. The fact is they didn't used to have this many health. He's one of the lowest health characters in the game before season 4. Yeah, I know they buffed him a lot, right? In season 4 for his defense. The Era 6E state is stocked when any of Bedman's 236X specials become active. Letting Bedman use Era 6E follow-ups to cover the startup of slower specials. An Era 6E follow-up and special move come out at the same time. Stocked when they become active. I assume the 236X specials call Forba, Call Forba 3, and Call Forba 9? We'll see. This is not making a ton of sense reading it, but when I look at the specials, I think it will make more sense. The Era 6E is removed after being hit or blocking an attack, okay. And if a wall break occurs, then the timer is reset back to 3 seconds, okay. If the move's already started coming out, then blocking will not make it disappear, only getting hit will. During Call 13C, even getting hit will not stop the projectiles once they're out, okay. Errors are commonly notated using P, S, and H, depending on which special it corresponds to. X or multiple options can be used. Interesting, okay. Made up our own names just by their input? Yeah, I mean, the names are just horrendous, right? Call Alexa or Darutu. Alright, 8-way air dash. That's correct. Doesn't have a double jump. Has an 8-way air dash instead of a normal horizontal dash. So you can do... Please stop jumping, Mr. Man. Mr. Bed. Stand still. So you can, like, he can go, like... Yeah, right? It's like Ridley up B if it was good. Yeah. If it was actually 8 direction. Gotcha. So true, Bestie. Wait, the forward dash is so funny. Okay, sure. Bed car. So true, Bestie. Alright. Air dash can be performed during a super jump. Oh, interesting. Is that his? Yeah, that is a super jump. What do you know? The Zumi is correct. The only character that can block during air dash because of this? Oh. Okay. Minimum time requirement of 12 frames in the hover state before Bedman can air dash. Performing an action such as a normal or faultless defense will halt most of the remaining movement and drop Bedman downwards. Okay, cool. Sure. Alright, normals. 5P. Whiffs on all crouches except Gold Lewis, Potemkin, and Bedman himself. Sure. Big ol' high hitting 5P. Sure. 5K. I guess that could be considered a kick, so true. What is this? Only covering the top of Bedman's spikes. The hitbox is slightly off compared to its animation. Okay, sure. It gets low profiled. Gotcha. If a launch opponent falls into it, you can jump cancel after. Okay, sure. You can Kara cancel this? Dash cancel is for a Kara cancel, ensuring that on FD 236H will always connect regardless of spacing. Oh, because you can dash. You're saying, okay, you can dash cancel. That's right. I see. Yeah, sure. Okay. Close slash is a plus on block close slash. Seems right. Floating crumple on hit? What does this mean? What is a floating crumple? May not get counter hits forced here. What is floating crumple? Why is it? Plato did not count. Why is he in counter hit state? Am I losing my mind? Oh, is it because of risk? Probably because of risk. Does risk? Wait. Is risk like a universe effect? Have I never noticed this? I don't think so, right? Risk doesn't like auto force a counter at 100, does it? I don't think so. It does. Wow. I did not know this. 100 risk is master risk does auto counter hit. Yeah, I did not know that. Wow. Yeah, floating crumple. I guess is just whatever that is. Sure, fine. Far slash, big ol' poke. Sure. 5H. Combo tool probably. -7 on block, notably. Pretty good. Like, relatively safe as far as 5Hs go. Launch and hard knockdown on counter hits. You can cancel into other things to have, like, less recovery. So true. Okay. 5D, better than most 5Ds due to the error follow-ups. Ah, okay, okay, yeah. So you can do this like when he's got one of the error follow-ups queued, he can 5D and then he'll do this, and it's a lot. It's like safe on block and stuff. Sure. Flooding Crumple means if you hit another move fast enough, it launches. Yeah, so I guess you can probably do like what, like something like this, or maybe not that one actually. Maybe what else is a combo into? Like Far Slash. There you go, like that. Bonk, bonk into some nonsense. Whatever the hell Bedman does. All right. 2P, Bedman's best Abare tool. I like the Bedman question mark and then apostrophe. This is just a nightmare, man. Like Bedman question mark apostrophe. So true. Average speed and range for a 2P. Gives reliable reward on hits. Comboing into 6P is inconsistent after anything more than a single 2P. Has a high attack level for a jab. Combos direct into 2-3-6S even after multiple hits for a knockdown. Interesting. Okay. So what does this thing look like? 2P is notorious. Huh. What a weird looking button. You can always do that, huh? Probably go like 1, 2, 3, 4 into that. Yeah, okay, okay, gotcha. I mean, that's probably not like optimal. You probably do want to like single hit confirm it or something. Maybe not actually. You can't really get. I mean, maybe I guess if you have an error follow up ready, but sure. Bedman question mark apostrophe S, so dope, honestly, so true. 2K, nice, 6 frames. Nice little low. Again, I guess that looks like a kick in some way, shape, or form. Double hit confirm is the best. Ah, okay, okay. 2S, another big low. And 2H, another big low. Oh, this is also a low. Okay. You shouldn't go for this on block strings without errors or RC, but you will. So true. This is another. So this is also a low. Yeah, I guess the point of this, I guess, he has a lot of like big stuff. It's like relatively safe, unsafe on block. But I guess the idea is that you can always go like the errors will cover you, kind of like how like it's almost like it's not negative edge, but it's kind of the same thing, right? Kind of how like Zato can get covered by Eddie. You can like do a bunch of unsafe shit, but since your errors are happening independently of you, you can go from there, right? Sure. 2 is a multi-hit low car, yeah, very cute looking. 2D. What? Yeah, everyone, all the other moves keep saying like this move's outclassed by 2D. So what's your deal? Oh, she's hiding. I was hiding. Okay, sure. Only -10 on block, notably. Big -10 on block. And 2D 214K is -8 on block. So and sets up a fully charged meaty 236H if it hits at close range. That was 236H. Oh! I see. Okay, cool. Look at 6P hitbox, please. We call it the sunroof. Let's see. What's the hitbox on it? Oh, it's not here. It's hitboxes. Whoa.
Danger.
That's a nice ass. I mean, it's a nice ass low profile, man. He's a tall boy. What? That's a big ass 6P, man. It's like a very nice 6P. Enormous universal anti-air button. I agree. Okay. 6H. Reactable. It's a good combo tool. Oh, it's another one. It's a reactable. Oh, it's an overhead. A slow overhead 6H. Gotcha. Sure. You can make it basically not safe, but pretty close with 214K. Interesting. It's frame 28 on crouchers as well as Abba, Baiken, and Giovanna when standing. Little shorties. JP, sure. JK, seems nice. Good little jump in, and yeah, possible fuzzy tool as well. I got that. It's also, oh yeah, so H. These exclamation marks are the errors, right? Sure. Crouching Potemkin and Chip. That's weird. And Chip. I would have thought like Potemkin and Gold Lewis or something. Jess is the best aerial in the game, so it's important to cover. Really? Large horizontal swipe with its broken hands. Really? I mean, really, seems like a really good air-to-air, yes. But like, those are some strong words, man. Best aerial in the game. It's good. It seems like a very nice air-to-air. It's quick. It's big, right? Air dash down JS is his best neutral poke. I guess yeah, he can. I mean, yeah, he can do like this, can't he? Yeah, that's a good point. I gotta remember all of his aerials are a little different. So he can always do this. Yeah, that's fair. Sure. I see that. I'm not sure. I mean, best aerial in the game sounds a little much, but like this does seem very good, right? To be able to just like do something like this, like that. Oh, he also wait, what? How do you like? I was like hovering for a second there. Interesting. Sure, sure. All right, JH. Slow but extremely active multi-hitting move. Yeah, sure. What the hell is this? Oh, it's Cheeks. Yeah, it's an air stall. Sure, sure. He becomes a bed. Pulls in for full combos, very plus. Disjointed can be done very fast off the ground. Goes into other air normals such as JD. Yeah, sure. I see the vision. It does vacuum in actually. It's vacuum in on block too. That's a big one. Block settings, all guard. Do you vacuum in on block, good sir? Yes, you do. Oh, okay. That is nice. The vacuum is special. It being like very plus and being comboable into other stuff is definitely good, but like the vacuum seems nice. All right, ground throw, air throw, yeah. He's got white wild assault. That makes sense. All right, so the three calls that cause the errors, right, are. Wait, is it all of them? Ah, no. These make any occurred follow-up occur immediately, and this resets the timer to 3 seconds. Ah, okay, cool. Yes. So when people say like exclamation mark P, they mean the error for this. Exclamation mark S, the error for this. Exclamation mark H, the error for this. Gotcha. Okay. So let's read these. Referred to as spike, needle, or nail by community. That makes sense because call 4-ba is not very useful to talk about. So it's a gun. Bedman fires a projectile with minor tracking properties from its right hand. Important poking tool and beyond the range of 2D. Sure. So what does this look like? Okay. I've seen this thing. Yeah, I know this. Call 4-ba, codename nail or needle. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. All right. So the first step of offense. Sure. Oh, and then. So real quick, so the way it'll work is if I just like sit here, he then does error exclamation mark P right there. Sure. Which fires up another boy. Using this move and gaining its error is what Ben wants to be doing the majority of the time in neutral. Projectile's weak, primary purpose is for building meter early into a round or to secure a kill via chip damage. Sure. Using it mid-air renders most other projectiles irrelevant and denies common strategies by characters who can place projectile on screen to move behind. Yeah, okay. So you can go like, it fires at like a pretty nasty, you got an air fire, right? Yeah. Oh, that angle is nasty too, yeah. That's a really annoying angle that covers, right? That is a really good, wow, that's very good screen control, right? Like if it fired like a shallower angle, this thing is kind of a nightmare. In neutral, I think. Okay, I see. Did the arrows go off if I'm jumping? Yes, they do. Okay. Happened entirely in the same way. I mean, I guess real quick. So now that we're actually talking about specials, let's get in here. I'm pretty sure we can just flick this. I'm almost certain, but good to check. This and its error. You are counter punishable till you touch the floor. Ooh, okay, that's good to know. So jetpack also. Zoner Bedman, my favorite Bedman. All right, so good sir. Were you to potentially do something like this? Obviously, we can flick this. But I was getting to we can flick this, but can we flick the error? But yeah, no, really good. If he blocks, the errors stop charging, right? So flicking that is actually probably really huge. We can flick the error too. That's a lot faster, right? And he's gonna probably be using it in block strings. Ooh. So yeah, flicking this is much more important than just trying to not deal with the projectile. Flicking it probably makes him block, which means that he loses his error, right? I mean, also, if he does it in the air though, that's a little more. Flick's not gonna.
Target locked.
Oh, I didn't record him jumping.
Enough.
Yeah, I mean, he might still have to block that. It's not necessarily, but we can also do something like that, which is pretty good, right? If he just goes, if you see him going up in the air, since he probably will be wanting to do that, it's a very nasty projectile, a nasty gyal, as the kids say. So like, jetpack definitely room to shine here. And the counter hits, we can just instantly go into Hammerfall into Oki, right? Bedman is probably one of Pot's best matchups. You have less worries against Bedman. It's fair enough. But yeah, sure. Flicking that seems very, very important to keep him from getting the error, or if he goes airborne, we jetpack him. So true, bestie. The error is fast and plus. Yeah, that sounds about right. Shock or zap. Plus 20. What's plus 3 here? What is called 13C? 214P after 236P. Oh, can you like follow up? Like, can you go like what? Oh, I see. So is this call 13C? Or no? Oh, this is the call $, right? Yeah. Wait. So what is call 13C? Oh, is this an overdrive thing? Yeah, oh, it is. Okay, okay, gotcha. Bed install. Okay, well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, I love... Dustloop is so excited. Bed install. That's great. We'll talk about that in a second, then. Alright. Hall 4B3. Beyblade or spin by the community. Oh, fellas, Beyblade is definitely... well, I mean, this, to be fair, this is literally a Beyblade. They call... There's other moves people call Beyblade. This is literally Beyblade. So I feel like it kind of deserves the spot, probably. And it could have shared with Nago's, yeah. Nago's, but yeah. Again, I think this is definitely Beyblade. Fastest cancel option when errors aren't stored. Great corner carry. Normally hit normally or as an OCG. Sure. What is the error after this? This is a combo tool, mostly, seems like. The error... Slow moving but extremely advantageous. Chain explosions. Huh. Interesting. Maybe it was also an exert, so Nago stole it. Classic. Ooh, okay, I see. So, real quick. I suppose, again, the idea here is, I mean, if he does this, if he just does that shit, he's like, you can kill him. Because this shit's punishable on block. But, like, so obviously, I mean, we can do that, sure. But, like, if we don't, quick question. Out of curiosity, just like, you know. Yeah, okay, so that also works, gotcha. I mean, again, he's not gonna be sitting there letting that shit go. That's the kind of thing where definitely, like, you do something big and unsafe, and then it goes off and makes a plus for you. I get that. But it's good to know that we can flick those, sure. All errors reflectable? That's fair. Yeah, so, I mean, this one seems really good, right? I wonder when can you... I guess you use this in combos, and then it sets up... Oh, yeah. You use this in combos, and then it sets up the error so that you can then get Oki, like strong Oki with like something negative, that otherwise would be negative, but then the error covers it up, right? Okay, that tracks. We'll talk about all the bed install versions. And then Call 4B9H version, Malfunction, by the community, sure. A slow, chargeable, short-range swing with Bedman's broken arm to cause an explosion, very strong pressure and combo tool. So, are there 3 versions? What is this? Because that's fully charged, that's uncharged. What's this thing? Let's see. Bedman's most non-air advantageous special. So even not charged, by the way. Okay, yeah, it's partially charged, fully charged, and not charged. Gotcha. So even like not charged at all, this thing at fastest is 24 frames, right? So that is pretty damn slow. Interesting. I guess like one quick question I should answer for myself is, what happens if you do multiple error-causing specials back to back? Was that both of them? Hold on, I need to check now. I can't tell if that was both of them or if the most recent one won out. Yeah, no, okay. The most recent one wins out. Yeah, you get the last one you used? Yep. Okay. So, slow, chargeable, short-range swing. So this thing is it a high? No. But you guard crushes and it's pretty plus even uncharged. Yeah, +3. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, theoretically, this is a big problem, right? Sure. Oh, and it resets the timer if you do it again. Yeah. Okay, sure. And if you can charge it up. And I know it mentioned that this led up, like, it perfectly times out your meaty. Right? You can do this. Oh, Mr. Temkin. Please take your walks. You can do this into that. Oh no. Oh no, was it 2H? No. What was the goddamn move that I was looking at earlier? That said it perfectly set up the 236H meeting. 6H? No. I forget. Oh, 2D. 2D was 2D. You do this into that. Yeah. Okay. So you gotta look out for that off 2D. Sure. Alright, anyway. With that in mind, special moves call Era 6EH. He loses his head. Portable guard crush. Bomb? Okay. It was 2D? Indeed, yes. Bedman's head pops off and homes in on the enemy before exploding. It's also his best combo ender, close slash, far slash, 2H, all its 236H, so he gets better Oki off of than Beyblade. Okay. So yeah, Beyblade is the worst one, but it's faster, right? There's gotta be things like, you can't do like this into 236H, right? So this one's faster, but it's worse. But if you get like one of the meteor hits, then you can certainly go into 236H. That tracks, right? You go like probably like you do like bomb. Yeah, okay, not quite. But you probably do like close slash, far slash this. Yeah, gotcha. 2D charge H works. No one does it though. It's generally better to 214K run in than do meaty 236H for a similar amount of plus frames. Okay. 214K is this thing, right? Yeah, to hold the charge. Sure. Or I know because this also is a quick cancel, right? Yeah, it's a quick cancel. You can like cancel the recovery of a lot of your moves. I'll have to explain error chaining later, at least as a basis. We want to get into counterplay, sure. All right, so this he drops his head. It's very plus, I suppose. Very plus. Oh, and the error is different depending on how much we charged it, and then obviously you have the install super too. Okay, and this immediately does any follow up, sure. Makes 2D less minus, yeah. All right, and then this one stores it for 3 seconds. That is the quickest cancel that he's got, right? Sure. All right, bed install. Let's talk about bed install. Bedman's install, a key part. What does this look like, by the way? Like this looks like sick on the splash art here. 6-3-2. This is a half circle back forward S. Oh. Bed install. Wait, no, that's not it. That's heavy smash. That's bed install. Yeah. He's got Persona colors coming out of him. Okay, sure. For 5 seconds, he gets 10% more damage dealt, less received. 5 seconds? That's so short. Era 6E attacks have their basic properties enhanced, are unburstable on hit. Woof. And immediately break the wall with a hard knockdown in the corner. Oh, they get like super wall break, yeah. And era attacks won't be erased once they've begun if Bedman hits. Only, okay, sure. So let's see what they all do now, because we ignored it earlier. So this, in bed install, it comes enhanced with some kind of sinister magic, making it significantly stronger. Let's see what this looks like. Can I just have him in install all the time for my own? Call 13C continues. There you go. Amazing. So what does this look like now? Oh, so true, bestie. Okay, sure. It certainly is bigger and meaner. So it is more. It looks like it's just more. It's more plus. It does more damage. It's faster. So true, bestie. Guard crits. I don't think Puck can flick it. Oh, that's a bit. Wait, really? Okay, hold on. Let's see then. Ah. Let's see. Oh, he can't. You're right. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, quite nasty. All right, sure. Very threatening when the opponent has their back to the wall. Projectile immediately breaks the wall and hits. Yes. This error effectively wins Bedman neutral for free. Yeah. Can't really do too much about it. So I guess how many hits does this have? I suppose the alternative now becomes probably. Oh no, it hits me. Does it hit multiple times? Or does it just break armor? Yeah, it looks like it hits once, but it just breaks armor anyway. I guess in the same way that like overdrives do. You can't armor through an overdrive. It's kind of a similar idea. This also makes it so every arrow will stay out on hit once they're out. Yeah.
Danger.
360-degree tracking range. Wait, what? Guard crushes on block. Supers break armor. Yeah, exactly. So because it's a super technically. Causes area shifts near the wall. Hard knockdown. Gets a super wall break. Yep. And will activate if Bedman is hit during startup. Sure. Okay. So that one seems very scary. This, during Call 13C, it becomes enhanced by some kind of sinister magic. So true. If you already had it stocked, you can use it as a neutral skip. Otherwise, a 236P and its error work a bit better with respect to being safe and low commit. So what it pushes people back very far, especially so when FD is used. Put him right in the corner and affect him with a throw, 2K, or charged big boy slam. So let's see. What does this look like? So if we now do this, and then we go, bah. Woo! Okay. So true, bestie. Let's have him block that real quick. Mr. Sir. Oh, wrong guy. Hold on. Don't talk to him. Okay, notably, the other one did not have very much range, right? This one looks like it goes much further. Yeah. This is this like full screen? Full screen? It might be. Hold on. Back. Yes, it is. Okay, this is like that actually just becomes like the flick explosion. Sure. Deals more damage, travels full screen, yep. Gives a hard knockdown on hits, hard knockdown on area shift. Okay, so again, just better in every conceivable way, more plus as well, significantly more damage, like more than double damage. Sure. And then you becomes enhanced, yes. Hitbox becomes huge. Interesting. I see. Projectile will persist after activation. Even when Bedman is hit, trades become very favorable, scoring Oki, huge damage. Oh, yeah, it won't go on hits. Yeah, sure. I see. Okay, so what does this look like? This becomes... Oh, the explosion itself becomes really big. I see. I don't know why I thought his head was going to get really large. Yeah, gigantic explosion. Like, it's not literally full screen, but like, it's a big ass, yeah. It's a big ass bomb. It's pretty close. Bomb becomes nuke? Yeah, okay, sure. And then his other overdrive is what? Does he have a reversal? Bedman draws a ball of dark energy out of his eye that turns into a short-range explosion. Bedman's only invincible reversal, yes. And go-to wall break super. Gotcha. Vulnerable to safe jumps, even some grounded attacks can recover in time to block. Yeah, 13 frames, sure. Pauses the timer on air activation during the entire duration of the move, meaning Bedman cannot use errors to cover itself during recovery period. Already active errors will still proceed, but the required block stun and timing to stay safe is only possible with a well-timed... oh, yeah, I guess... Can you do, like, if I go out of bed install for a second? Can you probably do something like this, and then, like, as you're waiting, like, as the head kind of comes out, you can do something like this? Oh, I did the wrong thing. I had the... Also, Delilah going no, don't is sad. Oh, maybe, yeah. I think something like that, but I fucked it up. Like, you probably want to do it, like, while the head is like, on its way to the opponent or something. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, so I think it probably is like, something like that, maybe? Like, you wait for the head to be airborne, but before it hits, then you do it. I like the idea of his head getting large, like the batteries bulging out of the slot. Yeah. Like something like this. There you go. Maybe? Not quite, no. It calms the all time, but it's hard? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so... It seems very much like install Bedman at the very least is just current objective survive. I mean, I will say it's 5 seconds, right? So it feels very much like every single thing about install Bedman is do not fuck with him. Is the vibe that I get. The other ones though, right? Like outside of install Bedman is very much unfuckwithable. Yeah. Again, flicking this seems really important, so he can't get the error very easily, right? This is a combo ender, so you're gonna have to hold that Oki, but and then again, this thing you FD it. No, not this thing. This thing. You FD it, I suppose. So he gets pushed away. Does this get to keep looping this shit over and over? And if you catch him charging, I guess what does it look like when it's being charged? Like, yeah, okay, I see. I mean, it's not interesting. Yeah, I mean, you just have to watch out for his hand in the back there, right? Because like if a Bedman ever tries to like do some fake shit, you can probably like partially charge it or something. You gotta like smack him out of it, right? Interesting. If people don't know what he does, what will often happen is that he'll throw head bomb, install, they'll far slash and get a counter hit, and they'll take 40% to go through the wall anyway. Yeah, because they trade with him, but then it doesn't go away, right? It doesn't go away on hits. And it's the charge up doesn't go away on hit either, right? Or is it only once they've actually started up? Like, you know, like this electricity? Will this stop these hits? Or is it like it's only once the bomb is out that doesn't go away? I guess we could try and lab that out as well. Don't. Only once it's out? Oh, okay, thank you. Never mind that. Funny little forward throw. Funny little back throw. So for it's only once it's out? Gotcha. Okay, I mean, I straight up didn't know what he was doing before. This is very useful. So I guess probably like one of the basic things you do is definitely like set up your specials and then do like your big stupid like unsafe shit, and then the errors will cover you, right? So you can like do a needle and then into like 2H as a gap closer, right? Like because this thing like as a car or something. There's a 214P which makes it come out faster. Otherwise, this kind of wastes the 5-second timer. Oh, I guess an install. Yeah, definitely makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. You can probably do something like this, and then you can like, you know, in theory, you can do something like that to cover yourself. Not like that. That's what you're gonna do, but it's the idea of like the errors, since they come out independently, you can like do a bunch of shit, or you can do a bunch of shit that like normally would be unsafe, and the error still covers you. It's why it's more common to do it in combos, try to use it in pressure, otherwise just kind of trade down on meter. Ah, okay. That also, again, it's 5 seconds is not a lot of time, right? One of the main things Bedman does is error chaining, which means he links special to special using the automatic follow-ups. It's very easy to learn, but it gets very deep. The automatic follow-ups? What do you mean by this? Oh, okay, you're saying, like, you can go, like, you mean the errors are the automatic follow-ups, right? You can do this and use the follow-up from that to do that. Oh, no, How do you do? Because doing a special resets the error timer, right? Right? Like, you can't just do that, for example. Like, maybe this one has to be, like, the start of it, not like a knockdown. For example, you do spike, then close slash, far slash, 2H, slight delays in there, and then 236H. Interesting. Is this assuming that it's on block or on hits? As an example, after 236P, do close slash, far slash, 2H, 236H, expect to hit them in between. You do the special as the other one's coming out? Okay, so you're saying, like, bonk, close slash, far slash, 2H. This, close slash, you don't get in the corner, Mr. Duncan. Bonk, and close slash, far slash, 2H into 236. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so, the one error makes my 2H safe. It also makes me plus enough that I can do the 236H for free with, like, there's no gap in that block string, right? Again, assuming you do it correctly. It's a precise timing, yeah. If you mess it up, what exactly happens? Like, is it the matter of you get, like, there's a gap in there? Bonk, close slash, far slash, 2H into, yeah, sure. Like, what happens? I guess if you mess this up, is there small gaps in there where the opponent can reversal or something? It's like, even if you do this a little bit wrong, it doesn't seem like it's that bad, right? Like something like that, for example. You just overwrite yourself in the usual failure mode. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. First error doesn't come out. Yeah, I see. Yeah, okay, gotcha. But if you wait too long, or if you delay too long, then the error comes out before your 2H, before you can even go into your other guy. Okay. I got the idea. 2H, 236H is mashable, 7 frames, you need the zap? Yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, so you can try to, like, he can have some very long block strings, I guess, if he does his shit properly, right? Good to know, certainly. Also means probably be maybe a little bit careful sometimes, mashing on this Bedman fellow when he's got an error charging up, right? I mean, notably, far slash 2S and 2H is grabbable or BMFable. Assuming there's no error out, right? Like, assuming there's no error covering him. For counterplay, it's important detail. Errors count down during hit stop. And you mean like block stop as well, right? Like this whole period here. Because during hit stop, I'm just fucked, right? Ball. Yeah? He's screaming. Which means if you FD him, less of 2H hits, which means less hit stop, which means the error is delayed, which means there's a gap to mash. Ooh! I see. You need an error between 2S and 2H is unlikely? I see. So even just him doing, like, that, you're saying, is like, throwable, unless he somehow times an error out. So FDing him in general seems like a good idea then, right? Because you also want to FD this thing. FDing Bedman seems good. Okay. Yeah, the big takeaways besides, like, I don't know all the error chaining routes, certainly, but it is something to think about. Of, like, if Bedman seems like he's doing a really long block string with errors up, as long as it, like, just keep an eye on, when, like, zaps and stuff like this are coming out to possibly cover him before you try to mash, right? And again, flicking his shit is really important. In general, it seems like getting him to block is just really good. He doesn't like being FD'd at all, yeah. I feel like getting him to block is really good. Like, even just like if he has any sort of like error charging up, we can like even just, if he like slide head or something, that makes it go away, even if we don't hit him, right? So that seems it could be very good, certainly. His hand, like, I just realized his hand is cradling Delilah the whole time. I don't know what the hell is going on with this character, but it seems very, very sad, right? I don't really understand what Bedman's lore is, but also yes, yeah. Far slash 2 since his aim's up. You mean like this? Or do you mean his far? When he floats with pot, you want a 5H all the time? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, pot's far, yeah. Also, I mean, honestly, whoop, right? So true. So yeah, get like when he's in install, run for your life. When he's not in install, I think we want to bully this guy really hard, right? Because without the errors, the general idea that I'm seeing here is that without the errors, he seems really shit, right? There used to be a boy in the bed, but he died. Now the bed is all fucked up, but he programmed it at the last minute to protect the girl. That is very sad. That's very sad. Yeah, it's fucked up. But yeah, so it seems like without if we assume that the errors are like not a thing for a second, then Batman seems really shit. So if we just try and bully him so he can't really get his errors off as much, it seems like we're probably in a good spot, right? People theorize that the boy's soul is now possessing the bed beyond the grave. Just look at him, he's so sad, man. He's all screwed. He's trying to protect the girl. She's very scared. She seems like a good girl. Oh, she runs towards him, man. I feel bad beating up the bed, man. You have no idea whether it's true or not, which is why his name is Bedman. Because you don't know if it's a boy or not. Yeah, that's fair. Bedman? Bedman? You learn about the lore and the character? Okay. Again, I'm sure there's a lot I'm missing. It's always how it is, but I understand a lot more about Bedman than I did. I tell you what, I had literally no idea what this guy did or what his whole thing was, and I feel like I understand it much better. Thank you to Shiratai and Task right there. Batman's gonna have a ton of missing. Say what now? Also 6P JS when you can. Took it. I love Bedman question mark so much. Yeah. But yeah, I understand a lot more of this Bedman fellow than I used to, I'll tell you what. So all that again, that's a gigantic win. I understand the basic idea of what he's going for, at least. Again, I'm sure there's a lot more, like that one error chaining example I got is good. I'm sure there's a lot more different setups like that I'm going to mash on and die on sometimes. But you know what? At least now I can be like, okay, that's probably what that was. And now that I know that that concept exists, if it feels like I was like, oh, there should have been a gap there or something, but there wasn't, then I probably know that it's another setup that I just didn't know about or something, right? So yeah. Nice to actually get in there and, you know, try out things in the game a little bit after 45 minutes of reading Oscar's Dust Loop page. But that is going to do it for Mr. Batman question mark. Jess is very spammable when you don't know how to beat it. Yeah, I mean, 6P, and again, honestly, like, I think whatever Batman, a lot of his air dashes are going to lose to this, I think. Right? If I just, like, do this when he goes up into the air, most of the air dashes are going to get, they're shit rocked by that, I think, from most ranges. It's like only the air dash up, maybe? I don't even know if he can punish me if I whiff it, if he does that, right? It's like just doing this when Batman goes airborne seems good if we're a long range. If not, yeah, 6Ps for sure. But yeah, you know, as always, VOD watchers, you know what it is, man. Like the video if you like the video. Come by, hang out on the streams. Join Discord in the description right there. Would be nice if you do, or I'll shoot you in the head in Minecraft. All the good stuff. Batman, cool character. Honestly, a lot more interesting than not that I thought. I didn't think he was uninteresting. That I knew. I suppose I just didn't know what was interesting about him, right? And very sad lore. I'm sad now. Batman can't get up. The one you have to worry about more is if he air dashes straight down to bait you and ground blocks. Ah, fair enough. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. You're doing like this. That's true. So I mean, that probably does kill me, right? Like if I just like if I DP like this. I mean, honestly, he has to stay in the air for a little bit of time. I kind of do wonder, like, if he just does something like this, right? He can do it faster than that, so like, you know, the fastest possible, right? Yeah. Because on like on a regular reaction time, I'm going yard for sure. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah. Anyways, have a lot of fun with Guilty Gear. Going to be a lot more coming your way. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace. Right when the music ended too, the writers went crazy on this one, man. You can block during air dash, be able to block in time. Also, the heat tackle. That's a good point. That's fair. You did mention this, yeah, that he can block during his air dash. Still though. Also, heat tackle I believe is a lot less punishable on block if it's air blocked. It's a lot less minus if they air block it. Best song in the game. I did like what I was listening to as it was happening. I tell you what. Hey Brick, playing viewers now, trying to learn a bit of the roster here. So we just got done with, honestly, like the two nightmares that we had remaining in Asuka and Bedman. So now we're gonna do what should be three relatively simple characters in the end here, right? And maybe Abba's a little weird, but I think I've fought a little bit of Abba already. I think I have a decent idea of what she does going in. Dizzy is just the most recent character, so I just know a lot about what she does just from the fact that I was actually following the info as it was being released on her. And Sin's not too bad, I don't think. Probably do them exactly that order: Sin, Abba, and then Dizzy last, since she is the most recent character. So let's see here. Blocky tackle in the air, Pac can be plus depending on where in the arc it is. Yeah. Sin is piss easy. Yeah. We had some scary boys to start off today, but I think now we're in smooth sailing the smooth sailing window is where we are. Yeah, ever-growing wild boy. Hello, sir. We're in the safe zone yet. It's never going to be as bad as 45 minutes of reading Asuka's Dust Loop, I tell you what. Alright, folks, we are back with more Guilty Gear Strive, more learning of the roster, and we're in the safe zone, the smooth sailing period of this. We got through Asuka, we got through Batman. Now we have relatively easy stuff to talk about at this point. Yep. Simahamet, thank you for the follow there. So, Sin. Hello, Sin. So we got Sin, we got Abba, and we got Dizzy left. We'll probably do them in exactly that order. Sin, Abba, and then Dizzy last, of course, as the newest character. To my understanding, I don't fully, like, I know, like, the vague idea that, you know, Sin's got, like, that stamina gauge, and he uses it to do, like, special, like, follow-ups to his specials and stuff. I don't know the details on it, but I don't think, I did not ever get the conception that he was very complicated. I think he's, if I'm to understand correctly, he's quite good. But I don't think he's, like, super complicated, right? Hi, hello. So yeah, again, the goal of this is not to learn how to play Sin at a super deep level. It's not to learn every little in and out and every little thing Sin can do. It's just to get a basic grasp on what Sin's sort of basic game plan is, his level 1 ideas, and how we can or cannot interact with them as Potemkin, specifically, or in general, if no specifics seem to come up, right? But yeah, let's get in here and talk about some Mr. Kisuke. You got the PS4 Sin? Yeah. On release used to be very bad, but they patched him up, and now he's probably a contender for best character. Yeah, it's my understanding that Sin got buffed every single patch, and now he's pretty good. Any tips for gold, Lewis? There are certain behemoths that are more threatening than others. If you're talking about fighting him, playing him, I couldn't tell you. But there are definitely certain behemoths that are more threatening than others. I mean, in general, you probably just want a lot of them. You just want to FD and pray and hope for the best. But like a lot of the quick plus behemoths, look out for the plus behemoths, and then like there's a couple of slower reactable behemoths that are meant. There's an overhead and a low one, right? Don't mash after the plus behemoths. Watch out for the slow reaction check ones. Take your turn back. Otherwise, my current plan is FD and pray on the other, because there's a lot of like slight differences in a lot of them. FD and pray and hope for the best. And like, you know, for stuff like the drone or the skyfish or whatever, depends a lot on your character, I think, for how you could deal with them. But yeah, Goldless he's spooky. I mean, and then like security cancels is just, you know, that it's RPS, man. It could, in theory, there's, you know, there's also, I guess, yeah, know which behemoths are minus, know which ones are plus and fast, and the rest of them FD and pray. But yeah, so, I mean, security cancels are just RPS. Sometimes, you know, it's supposed to be your turn. It's a minus behemoth. Then he security cancels and you die. That's you know, it's strong. All right, so Mr. Kisuke. Also, I like his theme because it goes, I don't care. All right. His unique mechanic is stamina. Yep. This is like food resource. Sure. He does follow-ups after any of his special moves. I think the follow-ups are it's a follow-up for each move is unique. Yeah, exactly. So it's not like he's choosing. It's not like he has like, you know, a P and a K and an S and an H follow-up, and he can put them after any special. Every special, to my understanding, has its own unique follow-up, right? So it's not that complicated. Yeah, 1 bar used every time he uses a follow-up, sure. Or card cancels a special move into an overdrive. Oh, interesting. Or uses the gazelle step, sure. And then yeah, it locks out for a bit, then it starts to come back. Sure, yeah, nice and easy. If it doesn't have at least 1 bar filled, he won't be able to cancel. Sure. All right, so even on block 5P, notably, it's kind of cool. They also a lot of 5Ps, right? Situational anti-air is pretty good. Sure. Losers bracket is still that way, so sure. Looks like a nice little 5K. How big is this thing? Yeah, I mean, nice solid little 5K. It's pretty high too, huh? Like seems like a relatively high-hitting 5K as well. Yeah, close slash, obviously, +1 on block. I've seen this move a whole lot. Combo starter, pressure tool, all this good stuff. Far slash, nice long poke again. Sin's use this thing all the time. Right. Very nice. Like it's not gigantic necessarily, but you know it's pretty big. Beatrix is at you, kind of. 5H, notably -2 on block. Really? I don't think I knew this. Okay. Both hits are special cancelable. -2 on block, 5H. You don't say. Okay. I can't afford advancing too? Alex gets so much recovery. I'm so surprised. Man, I mean, Sin's in blocks them for so long, you see. Yeah. Sure. And frame trap, yeah, because it's so like not minus on block. The cancels make it very plus, right? I guess if you instant block this, you can throw it, sure. 5D is a dust. 2P looks Legal required 5-frame mash, yeah. Looks pretty normal. 2K seems like fast and decent, but like a 2K. It's a low poke, sure. Yeah, sure, okay. Pick up, it can be used as a combo tool too. Not a low 2S, okay, sure. Again, this looks kind of large. Okay, decently big poke on this thing. Understandable. Have a nice day. Pretty standard on the normals so far, right? 2H, yeah. Okay, so this is minus 16 on block. This is more of a combo tool. As far I think I see Sins do this shit all the time, right? Yeah, double hit right there. Well, no, are all his no, not all of his flag hits are multi hits. Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, I think I see. Is it like Sins just do like this? Do like close slash into 2H or something? Right. Oh, I didn't make him not block. Isn't it something? It's like something like this or something? Yeah, right. And that's your launcher. You go from there. But sure. First hit launches, second does not. Small discount on the first hit's edge, sure. Yeah, nice dust on Sin if I recall correctly. Yeah. Pretty nice little. Oh, I mean, a little smaller than it looks actually. All right, a little smaller than it looks, but still. Only minus 7 on block is also pretty good. And gives him a safe jump, sure. Nice ass 6P, right? I do find myself getting my shit rocked by 6P very much. Plus on block low, yeah. 21 frame plus on block low out of the 6K right there, right? So not super easy to react to, reactable definitely, but not super easy. And plus on block. Obviously he's got an overhead in this right here, right? So there is a little bit of schmicks going on here, certainly. Has a gap when cancelled from a block close slash. Interesting. But it's a spacing trap, not a frame trap. Okay, that makes sense. Like if you go like close slash into 6K, right? There's a 5-frame gap. Oh, yes. Please block this, Mr. Kisuke. Yeah, so I mean, your most 5 frames probably not hidden from there, right? I mean, I say most. And if you FD him, certainly not. But you know, he's got a pretty big 5-frame move. Is that Mr. Temkin guy? I just kind of wonder. But I don't care. He's 3 years old, man. Why does this song sound like he's like a traveling minstrel or something? Like this badass who's seen it all. Long. Oh, I'm a fool. Don't talk to him. I know nothing even. I may or may not take the role of a silly clown. So like, if you would be doing this shit, I want you to be in close touch. No. Wait, what? Yes, it's not a space. I mean, it's not a spacing trap, but the trade is not favorable for us anyway, right? Yeah, it's not a good trade for us anyway. I mean, I will say we have another 5-frame that looks kind of like this, so that definitely works, right? Of course, that's a hard call out. You're not reacting to the 2K and doing that at that point. You have to do it right after the close slash. But Pop Buster after close slash to beat this is certainly an option, right? We get close slash, we can immediately do that, and it'll work literally every single time. There's a 5-frame gap, and the armor on that starts up on frame 5, right? It won't hit him on frame 5 from that distance, but doesn't have to. He's in the middle of a move, right? So that is certainly an option, sure. Okay. It's YRC and burst save. I think it's burst save. On hit and on block, making an exceptional tool to bait and punish defensive options for the 6K. Okay, sure. 6H, forward advancing, safe on block, normal. Again, lots of safe. Fucking everything is safe on block on this guy. I guess it seems really nice, like just baseline. Okay, sure. Combo tool mostly JP. Just like a nice little air there. JK. Oh, upwards. Interesting. Like a rising anti-air kind of. Yeah, JS. Nice little jumping button, right? Certainly reaches pretty deep there on the fella. Yeah, sure. And JH, another air to air, and JD is it's a dive kick, right? Yes. Okay. Momentum stalling dive kick. Classic. Probably also -3 at best. Okay, I was gonna say more plus the closer you hit them to the ground, but no, -3 at best. So never ever plus. Good to know. Never ever plus is very good to know. Obviously you can like Roman cancel, but normal. Throws. Wild Assault got orange. That definitely fits. All right, special moves. Sin's special moves have specific cancel windows into follow-ups and Gazelle Step, which are denoted with yellow squares. Oh yeah, squares with yellow. Wait. Using squares with yellow underlines on the frame charts the specials. Yellow underlines. Oh, yeah, okay. Like the things that are half yellow there. Okay. This is where you can cancel into stuff? Sure. Does that mean the follow-up can go into Gazelle Step? So hold on. He's got big driver. 236H. Very punishable, right? Very punishable on block. I mean, he'll do it from like the fucking entire screen away. So it's not like even without the stamina. I don't think you're gonna be fucking with this too much, right? Oh, what? How did I have this being so much bigger? I mean, it's still very large. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, like, you know, you probably can't punish minus 14 from over there anyway. So this is probably like one of the better moves to use when he doesn't have stamina, I guess. Kind of like poke people and wait for your stamina to come back. It's like minus 14 from here is still pretty okay. Like, we're talking like, this is like Johnny Mistfinder. At this point, it's like, guys, it's minus 15, it's fine. But he's like the entire screen away, so he's chilling. I'm sure like some characters have like, you know, an instant full screen super that hits on like frame 11 or something, but we can't do anything about that as pods. The follow-up, 236HH, quick plus on block advancing strike. Sure, advances before the hitbox comes out. Oh. Interesting. So wait, it looks like this. Sure. I mean, notably. Okay, no, this is gapless, huh? Oh, peek. Yeah, gapless. I can't even mash and get counter hits. Okay. So that is fully gapless. Good to know. Sure. And yeah, confirms in combos. Makes sense. Sure. Costs 1 bar of stamina. I want it into a rolling Gutumbo. Okay. Let's Gazelle step real quick. 6/6 after special move. Okay, so he can do this after the follow-ups, yes? They can go like, bomb. Oh, Deku Driver? Yeah, okay, so he can, like, if he wants, like, really start spending some shit. He can go special, follow-up, and then Gazelle Step, and that spends, like, basically his entire stamina bar for a bit. We'll talk about Gazelle Step later, but I just want to see that. Halkubeka is the DP, sure. Yeah, invuln. Punishing this is weird, right? Like, if you block the first part of this, you gotta be careful, because... minus 20. I thought this like used to be like not that much. They changed this. I thought it was always like a weird thing where like Sin's DP was like surprisingly if you blocked both parts, he was actually kind of chilling. So you have to like interrupt him between 1 and 2. It's possibly changed that it made that because that's kind of silly. Like maybe with all the buffs they gave him, they made that not the case anymore. Hold on, I can't do a DP input. Save it. Get roasted, he says. Block first hit, you get a full punish. But let's see, when you block the second hit, you get a full punish now too. Right? I mean, like, can I get like? Yeah. Oh, no. Interesting. It says minus 26. I expect 5H to be really easy to do that. It wasn't because it was minus. It was that if you block both hits, you can still follow up the frame trap you. Oh, I see. Huh. Oh, I see. It probably is punishing him, right? Because he's in counter hit state, not punish state. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if there's no need to do anything weird with that now. You can always just block both parts and then, you know, send him to hell with a punish of your choice. You'll do more damage with him on the ground than you will with like trying to get him out of the air or something, right? So probably makes more sense to wait here for him to land and like, you know, close. Oh, we can't do close slash. Maybe like a little micro walk actually. Maybe not. I don't know if we're plus enough for that. Oh no, we could maybe do it because he's just so minus, right? Something like that. Huh? I feel like we should be able to get close slash here. There you go. Yeah, something like that, right? And then 2S. Okay. So yeah, we can't. He's so minus. We gotta like walk up for a bit and then still do something like that, right? So in the mid screen, I'm not actually sure what we can get off this ideally. I mean, we could just like do that into Heat Knuckle certainly. That'll be a lot of damage, right? Just going to like that. That'll be like 200 something on the mid screen. Yeah, 200. We could also go for the rocket at that point, the heat impacts or whatever. We gotta walk. Yeah, we gotta walk forward enough though to make sure we actually get close slash. We can't. Yeah, if we walk too far forward, he's gonna block in time. It's not that hard though. Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's not that hard, then I mess it up twice in a row. I promise you. I mean, that one I think was more of a timing thing. If you want to get close slash, you have to like kind of wait weirdly on pot. There we go. Right. Okay, cool. What's the follow up to this? Large invincible upward strike cannot be executed if Hawkbaker was blocked. So true. So this is entirely a combo tool. Gotcha. I don't really think I care. Sure. Might be easier to get a big combo off the air hit anyway? You think so? Let's see. I mean, can certainly just do that, right? I mean, like, I know it's not a combo, but like, it also does. It just puts us in the win condition immediately, right? So that's something. I can. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you can do something here, I'm sure. That's nice. Yeah. They both kind of work. Yeah, getting the far slash sometimes is definitely a little unfortunate. You would definitely want a close slash, yeah. If we get close slash that, that's pretty decent, right? We can get this into that, into like this, and that gives us a space, like a perfect space Garuda. I mean, that is, I will say, that is not that much more damage than just doing this, which is significantly easier, right? It's not that much more damage than just going close slash into 2H, right? Into the, oh, I meant to do the heat tackle, but I fat fingered my rubber cancel button, right? Going like this. That also gives us the perfectly spaced Garuda, and it's 18 less. That might be easier, okay, so, anyway. There's a combo tool, I do not care. Elk Hunt. Fast moving, low profile approach tool that hits low. Okay, sure. Big old boy, right? Big old boy. He do be traveling on this thing. Oh, Xbox game bar, help him. Elk Hunt. Is he Australian or something? Or like vaguely Oceanian? I can't quite. I think that's quite Australian. Is he like has he got a New Zealand thing going on? Who knows? What controller are you using? I'm using a 360 controller. Okay, sure. It's a low. It is -8. Sure. Yeah, and this follow-up is plus. This is like this is the bandit revolver thing. Sure. Bomb. Yeah. Oh, it's got a lot of pushback, huh? In the corner. Even in the corner. You don't say. Interesting. I mean, +6. Sure. Yeah, low risk, high reward frame trap. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, if you try to mash after this, he can kill you with it. That tracks. Sure. Hoof Stomp. This is the overhead, right? This is kind of the, he can do like close slash into like this, like, oh well, he can do close slash into like 6K or this. I think, well, as like a basic idea, I suppose. I think we can kill both of these with Potbuster, right? Like another time where we talked about D-pad or analog, if you don't mind. I use the analog stick mostly. This is what I'm used to. So what is it? What's it? 214S? 214S. Yeah. So I think if he does either of these, in theory, both will lose to Potbuster. Yes. So if we just see close slash and Potbuster. Ooh, wait, do we not? Could have sworn. Yeah, no, we do. Yeah. So that'd be a little bit quicker. Yeah. So on this idea, anyway, you have to again. It's not on a reaction. You just do it on a read, but that does just beat both options. So that's certainly funny. Obviously, he has things he can do to beat Potbuster. I'm just saying, if he just tries to autopilot into like close slash into high low, both of them lose to Potbuster, which is fun. Low crushes, yes. Is notably -11 on block as well. The follow-up also -5 on block, but pushes you back really far, huh? And yeah, frame traps. Okay. And Gazelle Step is 26 frames, so reactable. But definitely, yeah, if you're sitting there, yes, punish opponents sleeping at the wheel. Yes. So what is this? What do you do after this properly? I guess you just go in and like close slash or throw or something, right? Before you do the follow-up. Oh, okay, I got the idea. Yeah, cause the one time I did it, I went to like, I went Beak Driver this into Elk Hunt, but you can do, like, you can do like this into Gazelle Step right away, or not Elk Hunt, yeah, Gazelle Step. You can do this into Gazelle Step right away because you're sort of like, a lot of these follow-ups are frame traps, right? So it kind of encourages you to not mash on it, right? And then you go in and do, I mean, this one's gapless, so this is kind of a bad example, because this one, you like mashing on this is actually very good. Because this is literally gapless. Like, he can delay the. Oh, he can probably delay the follow-up, right? That actually. Well, I should try that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can. Now I'm gonna be able to die, right? Well, I mean, there probably is a sweet spot where he can delay it enough that it's a frame trap. Yeah, but I forgot about this. Yeah, he can delay the follow-ups. So like, that's close. Sure, timing exists. Let's see. How about that? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah. So again, all of them can frame trap. And then you're kind of incentivized not to mash, and in this thing you can catch you being too respectful. Hey, this Rigos. Sorry to bother you. Can give me some tips on doing Potemkin's command grab. Since I play with the analog, I find his command grab input hard to do. I'll tell you, I personally find the 360 input easier to do than the half circle back forward inputs. And Pot is there's a little back door in the inputs that if you do a 360, so basically if you go like, you just start, and most, like 360 in fighting games, you just need like one forward input, one down input, one back input, and one up input. So usually the way I like to do it is either you start forward and we'll go like all the way 270 degrees, right? And you end it up back and hit the button, right? I'm doing it too slow right now, there you go. If you end it up back and hit the button, it works. Or you can do the same thing, start back and end it up forward and do the button. That personally, so imagine like if you look at your numpad, you do like 4, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, or 6, 3, 2, 1, 4, 7. Right? I find that easier to do than the actual Potbuster input of half circle back forward. So that's a little thing. You can't. It's sort of like it's sort of the legacy, kind of the legacy grappler input. So that's why I let you do this. But besides that, honestly, the only tip I would have for you for like doing the input is like, you probably do just gotta practice it, right? If you're like jumping a lot, right? If you're not trying to do like if you're jumping a lot and you're not trying to do like the regular 360 input, then or the fake 360 input, 517 hours in Strive still can't do it reliably. I mean, it's designed to be a little difficult, right? It's such a high reward thing. If you find yourself jumping and you're not trying to do the 360, you're just trying to do like the regular one, this means you're being too sloppy with it, right? Like for half circle back forwards, maybe if I do 360, I'll get the input, yeah. Hold on, let me do it right now. See? Hide menu, right? That is not how. I mean, that's a pretty messy. That's a pretty messy 360 as well. I guess that is kind of half circle back forward. Hold on. I'm pretty sure this is true. If it's not, I've been gaslighting myself. I hit forward at the end. I'm trying to get it without hitting forward at the end. There you go. Okay. This is very obviously not half circle back forward, right? This is a 360. It's forward, down, back, up, and it did it, right? This is obviously not half circle back. There's no world where the input reader thinks it's half circle back forward. This is a 360 input. This is how you would do like Zangief's command grab, and it gives it to you. You can do the 360 input, and you'll get Pot Buster. So me personally, I find this easier to do, and I'm more used to doing this from other games than I am to the half circle back forward. So you can do this if you have trouble with that. Obviously, there's a lot of important half circle back forwards, like this one and this one. So you can still like get good at doing that input. But for Pot Buster, if you want, you can do the 360. Otherwise, I find it good to for the half circle back forwards. My problem when I mess it up often is I don't hit the forwards and the backs with enough momentum, right? I think you have to really commit to going forward, back, forward, right? If you do that, in my experience, it helps at least with my consistency. I still mess it up sometimes, but as long as I really focus on trying to go like really hitting those the forward, the back, and the forwards with a lot of like confidence, right? It ends up being a lot more consistent that way. I still mess it up sometimes, obviously. But that's the tip. That's the tip for the half circle back forward, I guess. All right, still growing. People like never fucking use this thing, right? This is just ass. Like it gives him buffs or whatever, like he's Lwane, but like no one does this. This like doesn't give him stamina, right? It used to in Exert, and it doesn't anymore. Yeah, and then he ride to the lightning. Yep, sure. This is he can angle this. He can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Sure. And Tyrant Barrel is it's not a just frame, is it? It's just like a I think it's like it's not a just frame, but I think it's a relatively tight timing to get like the perfect like like you go 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 6 P, and then you wait and then you P again. Well, I love peeing. Yeah. Okay, so the big things that I've noticed. So Sin again, simple, right? Sin is simple. He's got good pressure. He's got lots of plus frames. He's got lots of ways to frame trap you. He's got lots of mix, right? I will say, a lot of this frame trap shit feels like it loses to Pot Buster. Obviously, he can hard call out Pot Buster. Like say like every time I see him doing, this, I just like reactively Pot Buster. Well, I mean, now I'm dead, right? So I'm not saying it's like a guaranteed answer or anything, but a lot of his like, if he's just auto-piloting into his normal shit, like say like, he does this, and he presses delayed a bit to frame trap. I mean, this will beat Pot Buster, actually, right? Well, he can mess it up, but he can start, since the armor on Pot Buster starts up on frame 5, if I couldn't hit him with my 5P, I can't hit him with Pot Buster either, right? So there's a timing here that kills Pot Buster, but if he does it immediately, we're gapless anyway, so we're safe. And if he messes up the timing slightly, it kills it. So Pot Buster there could be fine, but the big thing definitely is off like close slash into nonsense, right? Close slash into this, or close slash into, I keep thinking that's it's 214S, not 214, right? Either of these, like hard reading, just trying to do Pot Buster off close slash sometimes might not be a bad idea. Of course, he can also just like frame traps and kill us. I get that. But again, I don't think it's a horrible idea, just because I mean, at a certain point with Pot, when you have an opportunity like this, you just have just have the most health in the game, and you do a shit ton of damage. And you can kind of just you can, not that Sin is a low damage character by any means, but you can kind of like try and just like play the risk reward game a little bit, right? Where it's like, I'm sure you can probably hit me for like half my health if you do that shit. Like, I can basically like damn near kill you doing this, right? And that's like when it's your turn. So it feels like it's at least something to keep in mind. We shouldn't just like every time we get close slash and just like spam Pot Busters every time he does any sort of special, we spam Pot Buster. It's definitely not a good idea. But to keep it in mind that Pot Buster there's a lot of gaps built into Sin's offense baseline because he's kind of designed to frame trap a lot. We certainly can use Pot Buster against pretty much all of his specials, right? Like even, I mean, this again, this I think if you do this like quickly like that, is that? Yeah. So all of his things can be gapless if he does them, but I think most of the time he doesn't want to do that. Probably he does want to delay them so that there's potential of frame trap, right? Like if he delays it too much, right? So it's a very precarious timing for him to make sure that he doesn't mess up the delay to and get pot bustered, right? It's something to consider. And besides that, it definitely does feel like we can sort of try and, yeah, besides the 50-50 is threatening, but like the fact that you can sort of try to wait him out, I suppose, as pot, maybe, right? What's my neutral strategy against this guy? Am I playing offensive or defensive? I'm actually not sure. I want to say defensive. I think probably, despite Sin having very good buttons, he just doesn't have, he don't got it like us, right? He ain't got one of those. I mean, he's got Beak Driver, I guess, but that's got its own problems, right? So like, I think in general we can try and like play the more defensive kind of keep him out game, and then when we get our knockdown, right, we go in from there, right? But if he, and also it feels like he is like, for all the pot buster nonsense I've been saying, it is still like, it's pretty scary to just block this guy, right? Like very many opportunities for you to get frame trapped and die, and he's got like easy access to plus frames. I mean, easy. It costs stamina, but yeah, you can get if he's playing right, he probably can conserve that and still get some pretty good pressure going, right? If he throws us or something, then he gets time to regen it too. So like his offense seems scary enough that I would rather probably not interact with him unless I'm at advantage. Is my guess, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my current idea. Notably, Beak Driver, does that hit one time? I should have asked this a long time ago. Can I just like, yeah, notably Beak Driver hits once. Obviously, he can do follow-ups then, right? So, but like, theoretically, this is again, it's all RPS, but this is an answer, right? The follow-up will just kill us, but it's certainly something. And if we have 50, then we can Roman cancel if we see him doing the follow-up, right? But yeah, Beak Driver by itself only hits once. All of them, honestly, by themselves only hit once, right? So armor feels like a big deal here. I mean, like, if we do something like this too, you might even have time to follow up, right? Like if we like just happen to hard call out like the timing on a Beak Driver with like if I just have him do like Beak Driver into the follow up on a bit of a delay, right? So if we just happen to hard call it out with a Hammerfall, there's no time to do the follow ups anyway, right? So yeah, armor seems nice. Armor seems very useful in this matchup. In neutral, on defense, obviously, I mean, offense, it's not quite as useful, but yeah. Okay, cool. That seems good. Sin, again, well, we went a little bit more in depth than we normally would, because like there's not a lot more to talk. There's not a lot to talk about in terms of this how his kit works. Incredibly simple character, right? So we actually got to talk a little bit. Like this is a very stark contrast to spending 45 minutes reading Asuka's Dust Loop and not even hopping in game. Since like it's very easy to figure out what he's doing, we can at least start talking about some specific interactions between him and Potts a little bit more, right? But yeah, that is gonna do it for this. We're gonna talk about Abba next. But yeah, a lot of watchers, you know what it is. If you like the video, man, like the video. All that good stuff. Come by, hang out on the streams. Love to have you. I stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, except Fridays. This is gonna come out probably on Christmas, so I'm not live on Christmas. But you know, you get the deal. Also, you know, join the Discord. I forgot what I was gonna, I thought I was like, what have I mentioned so far? Join the Discord. You know, it's a great place to hang out, make some friends, all that good stuff. Be nice, rushing to the head in Minecraft. Most importantly, hope you had a great time hanging out today. As always, I know I sure did. Fun character. It seems strong, certainly. It seems like a lot of it is just like there's a lot of very Sin-weighted, like very simple, right? But again, so many of the good characters in Strive feel like it's very simple, straightforward, incredibly Them-weighted RPS, right? Or, I mean, in certain cases, like straight, not even RPS, like straight up, we're talking 50-50s and shit, right? So, yeah. Have a lot of fun with Guilty Gear. Gonna be a lot more coming your way, and until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace. Abba. Chameleon. Abba is probably the quote-unquote between Dizzy and Abba. I think Abba will be a little bit more difficult just because I know less about her. But I think I've fought enough Abba at this point that I have a decent idea of what's going on. And the fact that like they can get into jealousy and like loop their jealousy infinitely with the key grab and stuff. Really fucking hanging that thing out there, man. Goddamn. She's tired. All right, folks, we are back for more Guilty Gear. Learning the roster, almost there. Penultimate character. When I started this at the start of this month with Soul Bad Guy, I was like, damn, there's so much to do. And here we are, 2 away from being done. Did Sin last time. Pretty simple boy, good boy. Australian, New Zealander, not sure. But now, Abba probably is of the remaining characters, probably is going to be the one that is, I mean, AKA, I think it's going to be harder than Dizzy to figure out, just because Dizzy, again, most recent character, I kept up with her a little bit, all the info. But I don't fully know like what all of Abba's moves are, what they do. obviously her big thing is like the jealousy mechanic, and like she's like really bad, and then she goes with jealousy and she's like top 1 while she's in that state or something. And I know that once she gets in there, she can like loop it a lot by like all of her combos can like end in the key grab, which like resets the jealousy gauge. And blah, 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 blah. Like this is, I already know. I already have fought a lot of Abba. I know what my game plan is as Potemkin already. It's play incredibly defensively against non-jealousy Abba and just try to always interrupt anything they're doing and not let them get a hit, right? But the point of this is going to be just to figure out more nuance as to how I can play that game plan better, right? I mean, again, if it wasn't obvious enough of what I was just saying right there, obviously, this is not meant to be, we're not trying to learn how to, we're not trying to learn how to play Abba, we're not trying to learn how to, like, every little interaction and every little close detail of Abba. All we're trying to do is figure out sort of what her basic game plan is, what Pot can or can't do about it. This is very much from a Potemkin's point of view here. And yeah, just kind of understand what she does as a character, because I don't know all her moves either. So like definitely knowing what options she has is a big one. Right. Please teach me how to do Slayers / Overdrive so Potemkin's command grab, that trick doesn't work. We can take a look in a second here. Yeah. Let's get, oh, you know, let's get Abba in here. I'll get Slayer in here for you too. You can just, oh, quite the face. Oh my lord, it's quite the face she's making. Let's take a look at the Slayer guy. Slayers / Overdrive? Do you mean, it's, yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of, if you're talking about half circle back forwards, there's a lot of half circle back forwards in this game, man. Like, does he have a / overdrive? Yeah, this thing, right? Yeah, I mean, so, half circle back forward is just the Guilty Gear input, and it's kind of tough, man. Again, the only, like, real advice I have as far as that is that you just, again, you have to, like, hit the forwards and the backwards with a lot of, the input reader is relatively generous, right? As long as you make sure that you, like, you go forward at some point, backward, down at some point, backward at some point, and then forward again, you're probably good, right? So, I would say, as a mental cue, it doesn't forward, again, this kind of thing, it is, like, it's just your hands gotta do it, and it's gonna get easier the more you practice it, and you're gonna fuck it up a bunch, and it'll get easier as you go. But just as a mental cue for half circle back forward, again, the thing I always tell myself is, like, really hit those forwards and backwards, right? The down's gonna happen. Like, you're always gonna hit it down, just in the process of trying to go from forward to back. But, like, when I mess it up, for example, I think it looks a lot like, if I can like reset the input load, I think it looks a lot like something like this sometimes, right? When I mess it up, where I just kind of go like, I just do a half circle back, right? Like I just go like, you see forward, down, back, back there, and I think I flicked it forward, but I didn't, right? Again, really try to hit the forward at the end there with a lot of confidence, right? You can, yeah. Obviously, the problem is you want to make sure you don't jump in the end too, right? No. But that is really the only advice I have for you as far as that goes. Anyway, let's talk about Abba. Like doing inputs is like there can be tricks for it sometimes. A lot of the time, it's just a matter of it's not that bad. You don't know how to do it like most of the time pretty quickly, but you do have to just like practice it a little. Okay, Jealous Rage. We talked about this. This is Abba's whole thing right here. Starts the round in normal mode, or NM, with 60 out of 120 points. Jealous Rage is an install in which he's top 1. So slight damage buff to all moves, greatly improved S and heavy slash normals, extremely powerful judgment and sentiment, sure. New properties on existing moves, and, yeah, she's incredibly fast, yeah, sure. Jealousy gauge is filled by certain attacks or absorbing a hit with Frenzy and Astonishment. That's the parry, right? While in Jealous Rage, the gauge will automatically deplete over time, and when she runs out of it, yeah, she gets chain shift and goes back to normal. Okay. So, let's take a look. Pseudo Step Dash. Kind of unique dash that makes between a normal run and a step dash. What, really? That's a... Oh, okay, in fact, like, yeah, she kind of, like, moves a little bit at a time. Thanks for the best, man. No worries, man. Sorry, I can't really, like, there's a trick for, like, Pot's command grab. It's not really a trick for the other half circle back forwards. You just gotta practice it. But I promise you it's not as bad as it might seem. When you, like, it's kind of thing where, like, you get a lot out of a little bit of practice, and then it kind of does plateau, but you're usually at a point where you're consistent enough that it's fine. Alright, yeah, I mean, this thing's just ass, right? Inputting down, back, or down, back, immediately after inputting dash, and carry momentum into the halt. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you can go, like... Danger. Oh, well... She can block while she's doing that then, right? Yeah, like this little animation here, I assume she can block during it? Sure. Alright, so let's talk about her normals. Yeah, so there's two versions of all of them, right? Looks like this is basically the same with a little bit more damage, right? It's the same button with more damage, sure. Similarly, same button with more damage, sure. So the key normals increase her jealousy gauge on hit and block. So true. Okay, okay. And they're the ones that get like the big, like her slash and heavy slash normals probably are the ones gonna get the big buff in jealousy. Yeah, +1 on block, really normal. But this thing deals more damage and launches grounded opponents. Fun. Okay. Similar thing. An attempt at a far slash. Yeah, her normals are not very good in. Yeah, I mean this is just so ass. Right? He's not cooking on that. The close slash is pretty good at least, even in like regular state. Yeah, it's more unsafe, interestingly, but yeah, now it's fucking, it's fast, it's huge combos. Yeah, I mean, all the like, my understanding is basically all the moves in Jealousy, like, fighting Aba in Jealousy is not the idea, right? Like, we're not gonna learn, like, the whole point of this video is gonna be to figure out what is the best way that we can stop her from getting there in the first place. 5H minus 15, notably, on block, outside of Jealousy, right? Oh, and this push her back real far. Minus 15 is the magic number, though, because that... Ooh, no, it's not, right? Yeah. Our 5H is 16 frames. It's not the magic number. Never mind. I was going to bring Pod in here, but no. This is just safe enough that we can't 5H her. On whiff, I mean, yeah, on whiff, it'll be she dies. Yeah, and then it gets 4 frames faster. It's, yeah, again, the jealousy moves are insane. Okay, Dusts, 2P. Seems... 4 frame, interesting. He's got a 4 frame. Okay, good to know. Does a little bit more damage. Sure. The anti-Milia button, that's fine. Or 2S, what is it? It's like an anti-air, right? Whoa, what the fuck? Is that her? What's making that? Is that her? Is that her making that? What the? Okay, cool. Sure, yes, she got an anti-air for it for some reason, and then yeah, 2S just becomes even better, of course, because all the normals are insane in Jealousy mode. 2H is, I think, more of a combo tool I've seen usually. Yeah, like if they get like a hit, they go into 2H and do freak shit from there. Fun. Oh, interesting. The 2D actually gets it starts using the key in Jealousy where it doesn't before. I think it's one of the only moves like that. Sure. 10 frames, pretty nice. Gets a big boost in range, becomes very disjointed, otherwise largely the same. Okay. Yeah, but probably notably, no longer a gapless block string from her kicks. Actually, it's like the only thing that gets worse, probably, in Jealous Rage. I mean, it's not worse, but like that part about it gets worse. Alright, 6P. Classic 6P, seems like. Increase the jealousy gauge, 6H. Ah. No, it's not it. I was like, is this the unreactable overhead? But no. This does more damage, it looks like, by and large. And again, second hitbox comes slightly larger, sure. So this is... What is the second hitbox, actually? Is it the, like, explosion where the key lands? How strange. That's Paracelsus making that noise? Who in the... Oh, the first 3 frames whiff on the crouching character, so it's -9 on the crouch, sure. JP, sure. JK, that's funny, she's upside down. JS, fine. Yeah, so the key normals all increase jealousy gauge, right? The key normals increase jealousy gauge on hit and half that on block, and then they also get buffed in jealousy rage a lot more. JD is a air stall, as is pretty normal for this game. He's got an air throw, he's got blue wall assault. Okay, so bonding and dissolving, key grab. This is it just gives her fucking all of her goddamn jealousy gauge. Increased by 30 points on hit, so it's 120, right? So it's 25% of the gauge. This is the thing. I actually uses this to loop combos in jealousy too, right? Yeah. Like this lets her, like, if she just keeps, like, if she's in jealousy, just to keep doing this over and over and over. And if she's not in jealousy, like this combo, she ends in this, and she probably goes into jealousy and you die, right? Gets like a couple of key attacks into whatever, right? Like if she just goes, like she just gets to go, like, you know, something like, I don't know, man, like something like key, and then this, right? And then boom, right, just like that. She's in jealousy, or she can go into. Oh, interesting. That's like actually activated. Huh? I don't know what the input is for it. Sure. But yeah, so key grab, very good. I'm playing now using the D-pad on PS4 controller. I'm getting that super easily. Nice. The key is Paracelsus, her husband. What in the? Oh, husband. You're never supposed to become a key. Changing and swaying. 6-3-2-1-4. So half circle back forward, or no, it's half circle back. P. So true. Yeah. So this is the install. Sure. Haul and heed. What is this? Slides under high pokes. Oh, it's a low profile. Command dash with upper body invincibility. Huh? Okay. Good to know. So, you know, Maybe a lot more 2D poking against this lady as Pot, certainly. Only 26 frames too. Surprisingly, not even like that. Oh yeah, not that laggy, huh? Not that laggy. Okay, okay. Intertwine and tilt. This is the unreactable overhead, right? Hits over launches for a full combo. Yeah, yeah. I mean, also, 18 frames. That is reactable. But I mean, that's the borderline. I think. Like you're getting into. That is the borderline of like what a human can react to. Me personally, at least. If I'm like real, I have to be like really on point to react to 18 frames. That's just me though. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, yeah. And then it's what was it? It was 236H or something? I forget. I've already forgotten the input. Forgivable. It was 236K. That's the one. Okay. So like bonk, bonk, bonk. Get key grabbed, idiots. And you go, bonk, right? Go slash into that. That's she looks so mad. Also, why is the key so fucked up, man? Okay. Outside of it, it's just a low crush. Sure. Yeah. Menace and Groan. Starts at the start of Abba's Rekka. Oh, she has a Rekka. I don't think I even knew that she had a. Okay, sure. She has a Rekka. Okay. 236S. Poke, -5 on block, sure. Even outside of Jealousy, this is, Oh yeah, what do you know? Sure. Okay. Sizable increase in Rage momentum and Jealous Rage, that makes sense. Alright, so what is this? Restriction and Constraint, 6S during it, the follow-up. A low-hitting combo finisher gives very generous knockdown on hits. Makes it our most reliable combo ender, sure. I wish this Dust Loop would tell you how plus you are on the knockdowns, right? That's something that the Grand Blues Dust Loop does. I think it's very cool. Gives the same amount of Jealousy gauge on hits. Doesn't force Abba to change stances and has so much advantage on hit that Abba can manually change stances. Oh, okay, so you can get this and then install and then still run in? Okay, okay, sure. And also, 30 points. This also increases the gauge a lot. Huh? I see. Oh, plus 42. Oh, there you go. Plus 42, perfect. So, True Besting. Okay, this is the parry. Paracelsus is a big fan of this. Wait. Come on. All right. 7 frame guard points. It's not like a reversal or anything, but sure. It's guard points. Absorbing and nullifying strikes while playing guard Jealousy gauge. Interesting. Okay, so I mean, I guess we still have to be careful, like, doing that, but guard point only loses to command grabs, right? Or throws. Well, you can still run up and throw her there, but yeah. It seems like for all intents and purposes, it functions as a parry. Right? 7 to 22 frame guard point. Alright, Judgment and what is this? Judgment and Sentiment. Oh, only during Jealous Rage, huh? High damage, plus on block, guard crushing, guard point, 2-hit swing with... Okay. Yeah, whatever you say, man. High damage, plus on block, guard crushing, and guard point, 2-hit swing with Paris. What the fuck? There's 100 damage? What is this thing, man? What is going on here? Also, can I enter this even when I... I can. Okay, so you don't need like a lot of Jealousy to go in. Obviously, the more you have, the more you can. So it's 623H. Okay, sure. You can't combo off this unless you RC, huh? Sure. Yeah, combo extender. Oh no, probably I guess if you have a launch, right? You probably can. Yeah. Strong counter poke in neutral, anti-air, pressure extender, combo extender, and Okizeme/Meaty. Sure. Gives guard points, lasts throughout the attack, behaves similar to the armor in the Abba tank's hits. You can gain special on hits, which takes no damage with an infinite number of hits. Yes, guard points, not armor. Yes. Oh yeah, and this will be DPs because of the guard point too. Oof. God damn. Okay. Also, whopping +4 guard crush and block. The intense pushback puts you out of range to maintain pressure. That's fair. I'd want to FD this as well, right? Yeah, not a reversal. Guard point is frame 9. So true. Okay. You can deactivate this. So this deactivation is interesting. Frame 1 invuln. Interesting. You can't throw her out of it. Block only? What does this mean? On Abba's first actionable frame when Jealousy gauge is empty, she'll be forced to exit Jealous Rage, which creates a 1-second pause to see what's happening, followed by a 10-frame recovery in which Abba can only block. She can only block, but she's throw invuln? Interesting. So I guess you have to like high-low her here? She retains none of the gauge like she would from changing and swaying, but it carries much less risk. Even if the gauge is empty, Aba will not deactivate until she fully recovers from the animation, including if she's in block stun. She can do Gatling and cancel freely until she can hold FD similar to Nagaruyuki to stall the deactivation. So true. Can't deactivate until landing if airborne. Okay. She was knocked down. It happens 1 frame after she wakes up. Okay. If hit by an attack during the animation, the 1 frame invul will cause the attack to hit 1 frame more immediate than it normally would. Oh, interesting. So you can like meaty her a little better. So true. Stop for a second, breathe, and contemplate the 50-50 that's about to hit you. Yes, you can't throw her out of that, but you can high-low her or left-right her or some shit. Sure. Law is key, key is king. So true. And vulnerable reversal that like key grab swaps Aba into and out of Jealous Rage. Oh! Okay. Normal mode is a reversal super, sure. The Jealous Rage version is still a reversal, causes cinematic animation to deal significantly more damage and swaps her back to normal mode, so. 40 to 100 damage across 1 to 2. Wait, this is not that much damage for a super, no? It's 100 damage? Isn't that like kind of mid? How's unique cash out mechanic will deal additional hit spang on how much gauge Aba has while emptying her gauge in the process. After the 3 initial hits, each additional hit is a capped 80% minimum damage. Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, so normally they can only do 80% minimum damage, so like even late in the combo, it's gonna do a shit ton of damage. Yeah, okay. So true. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, if she has 100% jealousy, she does 20 times 3, and she has 100 extra damage on top. That is again very hard to scale, right? So true. And then Keeper of the Key in Door Super, Key Super, or Bug Super. So true. Projectile that erupts from the floor underneath the opponent's potent fireball punish, hitting anywhere on the screen extremely quickly, gives Aba enough time to safely enter install. Yeah, sure. The Jealous Rage one is the problem, right? Has 2 additional hits, deals more damage, and is more plus on block. Air block it. Okay, because this thing always caused me, like, when I fought the Aba, I felt like it was just like a full screen wind neutral super. Jump blocking it, making it plus 19 instead, that's a big deal. Okay, I mean, yeah, so I guess important, so if we're talking about we want to keep Aba from getting into Jealous Rage, right? Obviously, don't get hit. Forehead is a big one. But it seems like the things that could cause a lot of trouble for us, potentially, are this parry and this command dash, right? They can make us, like, whiff a big, because, like, I'm definitely, like, as Pot, I want to play a very defensive game, at least that's my current understanding, against Aba, where I kind of want to just, like, I want to sit there and poke her out and just, like, essentially find, like, we're very advantaged in the neutral when she doesn't have her jealous nonsense going on. So, yes, it's the classic of, like, Pot just wants to find a hit, a knockdown, whatever, and then off that, right, he can go into Hammerfall and then start running his game, right? So that's the same thing, but we're very heavily advantaged in the neutral with Aba being, like, basically as slow as we are and, like, with significantly worse pokes. Like, significantly worse pokes. So our goal is definitely, I think, to play that kind of defensive game. But we have to be careful that we don't smack into, because once she's in jealousy, in my experience, I just die. She just has like an 18 frame overhead that leads to a full combo. All her shit leads to full combo. She's got a plus on block, guard point, 2 multi-hitting, whatever, right? Again, my current plan is not to try and learn how to fight jealousy Aba. It's more so trying to figure out how to keep Aba like as low on jealousy at all times as I possibly can. Right? And again, the big things to look out for here, besides just like big pokes and not being too careless, is probably try and do a lot of low pokes to try and beat that command dash. The parry's kind of interesting, because like I'm just like sitting there poking her, right? I mean, I guess. And it's just RPS, right? If she's doing this expecting me to poke and I don't, then we kill her, so that's great. But you just have to keep this in mind, I suppose, that this is something you have to worry about. Again, not a reversal, but good to think about, right? Good to think about. Yeah, and it's counter hit recovery too. So yeah, if she does just like, you know, hit this up, and right when we manage to hit her, like it's guaranteed. If we react and like counter poke, it's like guaranteed counter hit 5H into hammer fall into time to play, right? So like that definitely is like it's RPS, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, not that it's not that big of a deal, it's that, you know, there is a good amount of reward for us here for you know, actually respecting this thing. Yeah, also I don't get meaty Garuda off that, very unfortunate. I do get I think like 5k, I suppose, right? Potentially. And off the 5k we can go into 6k. into like, you know, Flick or something like that, or Garuda if we want to RPS them, right? We don't get Garuda, but we can kind of get our way into Garuda off the 5H slide head knockdown there. But yeah, like these two moves seem like the big problem to me. The Rekka is notably just the only follow-up out of it, right? It's just this, and then it just goes into that, right? So like, just watch your toes when she hits you with that. It's unreactable. So just make sure you're blocking low. Obviously, you know, when she's in Jealousy, she can do this, or she can, you know, do the fucking 18 frame overhead. So again, you just die. But outside of Jealousy, she doesn't have the overhead. So you just if she does the little slap right there, make sure you block low, and then it's minus 15 on block, and we kill her before it's straight up. Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm sure. Like, I'm very purposely neglecting an entire side of this character in that basically my current understanding of Aba, like what I'm going for is that, like, hey, if she goes into Jealousy, I'm gonna lose. Right? We're gonna do our best to try and keep her away from us when she's in Jealousy still, and then if she gets to us, which she will inevitably, we just guess high-low and hope for the best. YRC, like, we'll just like save all of our defensive resource for that, right? Maybe we can even Aegis, right? Just like waste time on her Jealousy gauge. But really, my expectation is that once she's in Jealousy, I'm doing nothing but trying to survive, right? So I'm like entirely neglecting the other half of this character and just trying to think about what is, like, how can I best bully non-Jealousy Aba into just like not playing the video game, right? Which, that is essentially what all the stuff we've talked about so far, right? Defensive game plan, keeping in mind the command dash and the parry, right? 2D, honestly. Like 2D and Slidehead seem like the goats in this, because they'll both like beat the parry if we delay them, right? Same way we can do with 5H, and 2D gives even better reward on counter hits than 5H does, right? Like off this, we do actually get like the fully. It's like almost as big too. Oh, see, we messed it up right there. Right, so. Oh, interesting. Ooh, it's hard to it's hard to visually distinguish when she's. Yeah, when is she done with her recovery? Yeah, it looks like when she gets back in front of him, she's done, right? Yeah, okay. So, like, if we wanted to wait it out, it's like, on reaction to seeing her hug him like that, we probably can kick her and go. But yeah, like, this has higher reward, too. Like, we actually do straight up get, like, our meaty Garuda off this as well, right? So 2D feels like the goats in this matchup, certainly, right? And then Slidehead as well, for similar reasons. Because they're low, so they'll beat her command dash, and they will. And her air mobility is not very good in this form either. Right? She's got an air dash, but look at it. So like the usual dangers of Slidehead and 2D are getting like air dash over and dying for whiffing your button. But I don't even know. I mean, she can probably still still hurt us probably. Like if I what would be like? What's her jumping button? Not that. I guess it is JS. Yeah. No, it's JH for sure. Yeah. So if I just like record her like IAD JH. Right? And I do this. Oh, that's a slide. It's shit whiffed. She doesn't have a very good jumping button, I guess, huh? Crazy. Also, like I can't like IAD is low to the ground, so I'm not sure why. Weird. But yeah, so anyway, like Slidehead and 2D, like their normal weaknesses of being potentially very vulnerable to being like dashed over and killing us, it seems like it's much more mitigated with her. So again, like these buttons, a lot more of this, right? And a lot less of like this necessarily, right? Just because again these are much more vulnerable to the command dash. She can go through it, and then if he ever touches us, he's going to Jealousy, and then we're gonna die. Right? He's gonna loop fucking infinite Jealousy forever. We're gonna get wall broken. He's gonna have positive bonus. We're just gonna go straight to hell. So cool. All right. I see you, Aba. I see you. That's gonna do it. I think. Again, I know I've been repeating myself over and over, but it's just I think this is a very good when you're trying to learn characters. There is, I'm sure, a lot of tech to fighting Jealousy Aba and like minimizing the damage, right? And trying to like wait her out. It's just not. I think it's just not necessary for us to learn right now, right? I think it's totally fine for us to simplify the game plan down to just keep her away from the state, and we can like learn as we fight more Abas and we see like what works and doesn't work. We can try and like learn some stuff on the job here against the jealous Aba. But for now, a lot of watch. If you like the video, you know how it is. Always like the video, all that good stuff helps out a lot. Subscribe, comment, all this thing. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it greatly. Also, come by, hang out on the streams every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, Discord in the description there if you want to come by and join it. A great place to make some friends, but be nice. I'll shoot you in the head into Minecraft. Most important. Hope you had a great time hanging out today, as always. I know I sure did. I like the choir, like choral thing that happens on Aba's theme at some point there. She seems cool. Again, a lot of the characters in this game are very unique, right? The designs are very sick. Both like gameplay-wise and visually, right? Guilty Gear does an amazing job all the time. This is a very interesting, sort of like transformation power of character. I think it's very well done, and honestly, fucking terrifying. Like, I feel like it, like the vibe of what I'm supposed to feel when I fight Abba, probably, which is AKA, you know, that we're basically trying to avoid fighting a raid boss. I feel like it lands very well, right? But yeah, having a lot of fun with Guilty Gear. Gonna be a lot more coming your way. Until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace. All right, 1 to go. Dizzy Guilty Gear. Hello, Dizzy Guilty Gear. How are you?
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
Lovingly like she's on the kills. Queen Dizzy. Hello, Queen Dizzy. This I think is going to be actually pretty short, actually, because I you know, everyone's watched the goddamn trailer. Everyone's watched the breakdown video. Everyone's seen the gameplay footage. Everyone's fought 100 Dizzies when she came out in season 4. So this is one of the. This is not going to take too long, I don't think. She's got great ass guts, but bad defense modifier. Interesting. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Dizzy, and then we'll be done. We'll have gone through the whole roster. Very cool. And then we can actually go back to playing this game ranked instead. And we've kind of learned a little bit of the quirks of a lot of these different characters. All right, folks, we're back with more Guilty Gear Strive with our final character, feels good to say, in this process of trying to learn the entire roster to an extent, like a shallow sort of idea of what they do, what their thing is, you know, what their game plan is, what their win con is, what you can and can't interact with, what's real, what's fake, and if possible, what Pot specifically can interact with, and what's real, what's fake against him. Right? We've done everyone at this point, and the final. I mean, obviously we didn't do Potemkin, but like, you know, I get it. I do. It's fine. Potemkin is Potemkin. I don't need to learn anything about him. So at least as far as, you know, the basics anyway. Queen Dizzy. This one is not going to be too long. I don't know. I mean, you can see down there how long the video is. But, I mean, this is one of the... So a lot of these characters for me, I haven't played Strive since Season 1. I haven't fought a lot of them. That even if they were out when I played, like if they, you know, like a Ram or something, they're very different now. They've been patched forever and ever. Dizzy came back when I came back into the game. What's going on, Ocean? Hello. And everyone watched the trailer. Everyone, you know, saw all her different moves, the explanation. Everyone's fought 100,000 Dizzies since she came out. I don't think it's going to be too much to talk about in terms of basics that I don't already know here. But we're going to go through anyway and see. We're going to go through anyway and see what we can do here. Nice to end off on... Oh, this I like the red, the white, and the blonde hair. That's a very pretty skin right there. I'm a very big fan of that. And the black too. I mean, I'm always a fan of red and black. It's a great color combination, right? But yeah, let's see what we can learn about Dizzy here potentially. She's got no PlayStation skin, man. You got no PS5 skin? Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Cygames, aka Arxis, aka Miyazaki. I know when I'm not wanted. All right. Dizzy. Let's pull up her dust loop as always. So, her big thing is the frozen state, certainly, right? I guess we'll talk about it when it happens, but locks the opponent in place for 1 full second, like when they get knocked down, right? If frozen state's timer expires, a hit is dealt to them. Deals 0 damage and functions normally, applying hit stop, knockback, wall stick break, all this good stuff, yes. Yeah, you can like get the knockdown, then you get like stuck in the ground, you can combo off it, sure. Yeah, and also it's a restand as well. Putting the opponent in frozen state will restand them, giving Dizzy time to set up pressure with 214 PK or 22H. Can extend combos, confirm its other options, 214 PK being the we've talked a lot, and I mean 2H, sure, whatever you say, man. Wings of Light, why not? Used to extend combos. Yeah, when you get hits on you get way better conversions, way better everything when you get a hit in the frozen state, right? Talk about it when the specials that are relevant come up, I suppose. Let's talk about normals first, as usual. For 5P, notably more minus than most of them, I think. -3, but sure. Whiffs on crouching characters except Potemkin, and characters like him, Gold Lewis, Deadman, stuff like that. Combos to 6H on airborne opponents above waist height. Huh, sure. 5K seems relatively standard, relatively solid. Close slash, -1 on block. Oh, huh, I don't think I knew this. Yo, Brick, happy holidays. Hope you're doing epic. I'm doing great, Egold. Thank you very much. Happy holidays indeed. I've been having a very great break so far. Hung out with some friends. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm having a great time. You guys got a minus on block? Okay, so I didn't know, right? I didn't know. That's already we've learned something. I didn't realize her close slash is -1 on block. Obviously, you can cancel into stuff, but like the close slash by itself being minus is definitely good to know. Far slash, Yeah, so this move is sort of this is the one move you have to be careful of as Potemkin. But this thing does, like, this is a very good move to break a lot of the armor nonsense. Slide head or hammer fall if you do anything too, like, too carelessly, right? You get hit with this and you die. So this is something to keep in mind, for sure. 5H. Mid-range poke with a lot of active frames. One of 2 ways Dizzy can access Frozen State. So true. Was that? That's like, in terms of... Yeah, there you go. All 3 hits have to connect for it to happen? Yeah, okay. They probably, like, do some... I assume... Oh, yeah. Oh, the fact that all 3 hits have to happen. Kind of tough, right? Yeah, you get the restand, the extension, the whole thing. Yeah, right there. So true. Bonk, bonk. Yeah, you have to, I guess... It'd be like, it's like close slash this. You can run up and, like, do it again. Ah, no. You can only freeze them once with the same move per combo? Or can you only freeze them once per combo, period, actually? Did I move the combos into that? Probably. 2D, maybe? If I go like this, and then I go like... Ah, no. Yeah, maybe I guess maybe you can only freeze them once per combo. Yeah, I'll say hits low. Sure. Has a big hitbox. 5D is a 5D. 2P is 2P, seemingly. 5 frames, sure. 2K seems pretty standard. How big is this thing? What's her little tail? Yeah, I mean, seems standard enough. 2S, not a low, interestingly, but yeah, sure. This thing's kind of big, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah. Kind of large with it. Not a low, but gets some extra range to make up for it. Sure. And 2H is like a launcher mostly, right? And I guess an anti-air too, but yeah. I feel like I've seen this mostly in combos and stuff like that. Notably minus 18 on blocks. If you ever get it blocked, you should send them straight to hell. Like minus 6 for pot especially. Minus 16 is the threshold where like he probably can punish literally everything, no matter what the spacing is, because he has his 5H, right? Is 16 frames, and it's gigantic. So if something is more than minus 16, pretty much probably no matter where they are, let's project a full screen projectile that's minus 16 somehow, which I don't think exists, then, you know, we can always just do this, right? So if no matter where Dizzy is, basically, if she has the folly to get to... Recording, standby, slot 1, there you go. If she ever has the folly to get this thing blocked, right, then we can just send her to hell pretty much all the time, right? No matter where she is. Like, what do we get off, like, a regular 5-minute game? Actually, I'm not entirely certain. We get slide head off counter hits. I don't think we get hammer fall off it, even if I'm holding the charge. Oh, we do. Okay. Yeah, always good to be holding them back on this potential guy, right? But we do get hammer fall off it, sure. And that's hard knockdown. That's party starter again. All right, so our 2D, sure. I think it's our 2D is pretty big, right? If I recall. Yeah. Nice ass 2D, certainly. Sure. Sets up her Oki. She can do a lot of her special moves and stuff off it. Decent 6P. 6H. She can hold this and a guard pressure becomes plus 12 on block, right? This, I think, is mostly fake. I mean, yeah, like, you don't want to mash on this, right? You do want to mash on this. It's, obviously it's very slow, but since the original one's also kind of slow, right? It's a 17 frame difference between them, so the difference is actually not that reactive, right? But like, you're not reacting to 17 frames. You're like seeing this come out, and then like there's a certain time it has to come out to, and if it goes at all longer, they're charging that shit, right? So, this is a bit of a weird move to fight, I think, because they can partially charge this, right? They kind of like, oh, can they not? Oh, they, huh? Can't really tell. It feels like no. It feels like you don't get a partially charged. Either like if you commit, she goes the whole way. So I mean that's good. Makes it a little bit easier to try and interrupt. JP, JK, yep. This is the jump in button. JS, good air to air. JH, good air to air. Right? Yeah. So her JD is pretty important, right? The JD is definitely a big thing. Yeah. I mean, this is unfortunately it's also Potemkin is tall enough. This hits us standing up. This probably whiffs on a lot of characters if they're standing. If she does this right away, this will hit us. This is a projectile, right? We can flick this. I guess is the first. I mean, no, flick will probably make it go under us or over us. Rather. No, we can't flick it. Okay, we can't flick it. That's good. So I mean, that's definitely. Oh yeah, it's a big ass hitbox on this thing actually. Like it collides with flick very easily, more so than I would have thought. Well, she's like higher up still. There's no way from like there, right? Yeah. Okay. Sure. But yeah, we can. If she does it at a range where she can harass us like that, we can definitely. If it's gonna hit us in the head, we can probably flick it too. Right? Okay, yeah. So right there, what I thought happened would happen. Yeah. Well, it's like the perfect spacing. So like if we're standing, it hits us. But if we try to flick it, right, it goes direct, like weirdly over us. But sure. There's some like weird spacings you can do it at, but we can flick it, which is very important, obviously. Ground throw, air throw, pretty standard stuff. He's got blue wall assaults. That makes sense. All right. Yes, I use this to catch fish. This freezes people. Yes. Also, it had already been previously applied in a combo. Okay, so you can, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. That you can only apply freeze once per combo. Otherwise, I mean, she would have infinites, right? Like, if not for wall breaks, you would have infinites. So I guess that makes sense. You can only do it once per combo. SNH pillar, the only difference is range, right? Yeah. Okay. And then you can also create the roller skating derby, right, with this. You can go bonk, like that. You have to do the H follow-up after H and the S follow-up after S. Oh, wait, yes? No, you can do either. Okay, you can do either or. Yep. So this thing, notably also, this thing is minus 12 on block, yeah. So a lot of times, I have fought a lot of Dizzies who just do this sometimes on block, trying to frame trap you. Minus 12 is the sweet spot for Far Slash, right? Pot's Far Slash is not as big as this 5H, but it is it's 12 frames. So if we do ever like block something like this, we do get a... Is it counter hit recovery? No. Oh, it is. Oh, it is, yeah. How do you know? Probably a similar idea at that point then. Like, on counter hit this, we probably also get Hammerfall. Yeah. We get our meeting Garuda, start the party from there. So, if we ever do block that, we can Far Slash a lot of the time. If she's really far away, it doesn't really matter anyway. Also, so Dizzy, in my experience, Dizzy has a lot of trouble with some of Pot's options, because, like, if she is far away, I think if I remember correctly, notably, this is one hit, right? You can definitely guess what that means. If she does something like this, right? Very tough for Dizzy to set up a lot of her like normal zoning stuff. Like she has a very good like Far Slash. She's very good at dealing with Pot's armor. Same thing with Far H. Like from further out here, a lot of her stuff is very unsafe to getting armored through. Hammerfall also feels very nasty in this matchup. Okay, so what exactly does this do? I don't fully like. I know it does funny things, but ground friction is greatly reduced, causing characters to slide forwards or backwards, depending on momentum. Yep. Ice Field will heavily reduce the acceleration for any grounded movements. Yeah, Hammerfall looks very funny on this, right? If you don't have like a lot of momentum already and you Hammerfall on this, it looks very, very funny. Right, so if I record her doing this, and I try to Hammerfall on this, Pot literally goes nowhere. It's very cute. What? Right. Alright. So it can increase, yes, you can slide cancel into it. This is one thing like a lot of characters can kind of use this against her. Pot can't really, right? Because like characters can also dash and do stuff, but yeah. Yeah, if you are knocked down while in the ice field, it explodes below the player and will be removed from the stage. So this is different than the frozen effect, right? Like you can apply, I assume you can apply, let's just try here. You can apply freeze and this effect in the same combo. Let me see. Oh. 2, 3, 6, S, 6S. What knocks down on this? 2K, I guess, or 2D. Hold on. Mass. Yeah, that little effect right there is separate. You saw like Pot like kind of fell twice. That little effect is separate from the freeze. Good thing. I actually didn't know if that counted. If like freezing someone used up your counter there, right? Sure. Okay. Possible to input Ice Field by holding the input of. I use it to catch fish. Oh, really? That's cool. I guess that makes sense because because it ends in 6S or 6H. So that tracks. For roasting chestnuts, this is the pseudo infinite, right? A quirky projectile used for corner pressure and zoning. So true. Yeah. Notably, I believe. I mean, they're all projectiles, but like, I believe you're supposed to, guys, you stand block the first part and then there's a gap, right? You stand block the first part, then there's a gap, so you can't just go over and over into it, right? This is a 2-hitter, so it's definitely, it can be a problem, right? It can be a problem as far as, what's the, for the knife projectile? What value listed in, for the knife projectile? What is this? What do they talk about with this? I mean, like, oh, okay, so like, this thing. So like, the 13 frame startup is this, and the knife projectile is 40, right? Yes, I mean, like this, you definitely can do some funny stuff with this in the corner, which just like does it over and over basically. I believe the answer is you stand block the first part, and then once you block that, there will be a gap between that and the second one, which does it again, right? Obviously, there's like some high-low RPS there you can do because you have to stand block this, so I can infinite it, but you know. There's not too much else about this, I think, though, right? It's a projectile, so like FDing it doesn't really help either, right? But yeah, I mean, when if you get hit by it, I guess it's not really that big of a deal, but it will give her, like, it just goes right back into itself, right? We talked a lot together. Yeah, I find it weird people call these the fish, because, like, that implies, because, like, this is, I use this to catch fish, right? So that implies that she used this to catch, like, ice-shaped fish? I don't know, man. Sure. Yeah, so this is... You can hit these, right? Yeah. You can hit these, and I believe Pot can flick these as well. You can hit Dizzy behind these, too, can't you? Yeah, I mean, usually she's going to use this in, like, Oki setups, but this, like... Oh, it's 2 and 4K. Wait, don't record it. Alright, so... We can flick these, right? Or can we? I mean, they're still slow, but... We can! Oh, we can even flick the little bites. Interesting. Okay. So even, like, even when they, like... Because when they kind of see you, they go back. Like, we can still flick that. That's good to know, certainly. You can also, like, smack both Dizzy and the fish with a single hit, right? But again, normally Dizzy, you know, should do something like this or something like that. Just set them off Oki, right? In this case, these hit us meaty, right? Like, we can't do anything about this. Because Flick starts on... Oh, that's not one. Flick starts up on frame 4. I don't think there's any way that... Yeah. Right, it's not going to work out. So, I mean, that is just, like, that's just nice Oki she can do with Mr. Jaws right there. But if they're used in neutral or as a zoning pool, then we have a lot of options against them, right? Yeah, most notably Flick is always, I mean, this is the king of anti-projectile moves, at least for Pot. Sure. I guess if she does this in a block string, if she tries to, like, talk about pressure staggering and resetting, like if Dizzy tries to go, like, you know, close slash into this, you should just definitely react to that and kill her, right? But yeah. And then Michael Sword, Mikael Sword. A large, high damage attack. This is mostly a combo ender, as far as I'm aware, right? Again, this is very dangerous in general to use against Potemkin, just because, notably, this thing is one hit. So, you know, if we randomly catch her out, like this, you know, if we just happen to be RPSing with some Hammerfall, right? We can just go straight to hell. I think the heavy one is 2? Is the heavy one 2 hits? No, heavy one's also 1, right? So, like, this is also, again, it's not really... This move, as far as Pot is concerned, is mostly a combo move, right? Because this is very, very, very risky for Dizzy to throw out in neutral against Pot. There's too many different ways for her to get blown up for this, and, like, again, she goes right into her win condition, perishes from there. So it's very, like, this is more so, I think, as far as Pot is concerned, this is more so a combo tool than anything, right? A combo ender, right? She can extend off it with the frozen state and stuff like that. It's all good. And then Wings of Light is, I mean, you hit her, you block her, you wire. I know there's some setups off, like, a combo that lasts long enough that the combo starts, you get a counter hit on a DP, you Wings of Light, you go, like, the whole fucking screen, and then the Wings of Light goes off, like, mid-combo, you get, like, a TOD or something in some cases. That's really cool. I mean, in that case, there's no counterplay to it, right? Just don't get your DP punished or your overdrive punished or whatever, so fine. Otherwise, this move's a joke, right? Like, if this move pops in neutral, it's, like, almost always a joke. Throw-teching her, making her block anything, hitting her, wire seeing her, doing anything like that within 10 seconds makes this go away, so, like, I don't care. I don't respect this move. Imperial Ray. This does, like, no damage, by the way, right? The super? Solid damage? Are we sure? Why does it feel like the super does, like, so little damage so often? But sure, yeah. And then, yeah, this a 100 tension super? I forget. Yeah, 100 tension, yeah. This is a cannon, right? This does 1 times 41 is really nice for guts, right? This can't be scaling. This will always do that 41, and then it'll scale this far, right? But yeah, this is a cannon, right? Wait, what? The final head has no minimum scaling? Wait, really? Oh. What? Overdrives usually have 20% minimum scaling, right? So I was gonna say, like, at worst, 20% of this is 10% is 48, right? Because 10% of 240 is 224, 20% is that times 2, so it'll be 48. So I was like, at worst, this is gonna do 90 damage, like max scaling, which is very good, because this is always gonna do 41. You can't scale below 1 damage. But yeah, this has no minimum scaling, and this is 41 hits. So it's gonna scale the shit out of the combo. No. Am I wrong? That seems bad. Okay, cool. Deactivates Wings of Light. Does he have them active before using the super? Ah, I mean, okay, that's probably good. It's a long animation, if I remember correctly, right? That is probably a good thing, but, like, you know. No, it's have to go back. Oh, again, I think I am just wrong. Wait, what? Is it not? There you go. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was just bad. mean, I do like that it's a father-son Kamehameha. Oh, that's pretty cool. Father, son, and mother also. Yeah, so I mean, it does a shit ton of damage, but again, it seems like I guess really bad to end combos with. Strangely, it's like, do you actually want to end up? Huh. So like, what is riding into it after the bounce from Ice Floor causes a large number of hits to try to mastermind the burst intentionally? I mean, it's 42 hits. Is this super just bad? I don't get it. Would you rather end with this like almost all the time? It's 110, like it's 100 tension super, man. It's like 100 tension super is worse than Calvados. No, am I losing my mind? Like if I just, you know, if I like just pull this up here. Oh, no. I meant to go back and open a new tab there with ramp. Mrs. Lethal. Right. 4 times 29. Does it have minimum scaling, like a special minimum scaling on it or something, or no? I mean, 4 times 29 is really good again, because you can't, I mean, this can scale in theory down to 1 times 29, but it has to be doing 25% damage, which I guess it will. But, like, I mean, this, does it mention anything here? Again, still, this, I think minimum damage of 65 on hit, and 74 on chip, and yeah, 65 on hit. 65 on hit? Interesting. Sorry, just a quick, 20% I think is the normal floor for that, but you can't go below 1, so that will be a minimum damage of 29 on the first bit of the laser, and 20% of 70 is 14. So why is it a minimum of 65 damage? Maybe I'm wrong, and the floor for supers is higher than I give it credit for, right? I might be wrong. Anyway, I mean, like, I feel like most 100 tension supers are pretty sick, right? Why is this one just, I mean, it looks cool. Why does it feel so, from the description here, and from, it just kind of feels ass? How strange. Anyway, yeah, so, the big thing with Dizzy really is, I feel like armor is a really big deal for Pot in this matchup, right? Up close, we have to look out for, like, her sort of, like, in this mid-range, her pokes are actually very good against our armor, right? Her 5H and her Far Slash are very good, and the 5H obviously very rewarding as well, because it puts us in the frozen states, but, like, in general, like, a lot of her stuff like this, right? Both Mikhail swords, her, like, trying to set up the fish can be slide-headed as well, right? Like, a lot of her stuff is very vulnerable to us just, like, hammer falling at her randomly in neutral, or slide-hitting at her randomly in neutral. Of course, if he has meter, she can RC and stuff, like, so can we. So, that seems like a big part of it. This, to me, actually feels very much like we can try to run Dizzy down a little bit, right? In general, I do like defensive Pot, and I think we can still play that here. I think it's fine. I think in a lot of ways we're kind of advantaged in the neutral, just because again her like best pokes, like the 214S and stuff, are actually like not a good idea by and large to use in this matchup. And like this is kind of the only thing she has. It's gonna stand up to Pot doing like stuff like this or like this or stuff like that, right? So. Because like her biggest pokes are very risky to use in this matchup, like we probably can play kind of either way. We can try to run her down and like just like just spam a bunch of armor moves up for the best, or I think actually we wouldn't be too led astray just like trying to go for the same sort of like pokey Potemkin who sits there and either waits to get a hit into a knockdown to start his offense, or waits to get 50 meter to like neutral skid with hammer fall even if you block it, like hammer fall, red RC, B+ block in your face sort of thing, right? Yeah. Again, I mean, this is probably review for pretty much everyone, including myself, right? Again, I think Dizzy she's new. There's a lot of people playing her and stuff like that, so it's fairly understandable. I mean, I will say the things that I learned that I didn't fully know. I mean, one, I wasn't sure if this little ice field effect where you fall and kind of land on the ice, if that was separate from the freeze counter. I also didn't know exactly what moves cause freeze. I knew that this one did. I didn't know that the only other one that did was her 5H, so that's also good to know, right? Nothing else will freeze you. Her super is ass. We learned this together as well. And wings, yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. The rest of it is pretty much review, right? Everyone knows about how the fish work and stuff like that, so. Cool. That is gonna do it, I think. That is the whole, that's the whole goddamn roster, man. It's the whole goddamn roster. What a time to be alive. We can finally go back to actually playing this video game instead of just talking about this video game theoretically. Playing the game's pretty fun. I will say, this feels like it was very, it feels like it was very beneficial. Of course, there's a lot of information that I've been absorbing over this past month. A lot of the shit I'm gonna forget. But again, it's the kind of thing where like you see it once, you know now. It's gonna be a lot easier to sort of like start building on top of that knowledge to make it just eventually it has to become habitual. You just have to know, right? Like the same way that I understand Pot's kit on like an instinctual level, a lot of like what the moves do and like where they might be useful and stuff. It's going to have to become that way for the rest of these characters too, but it's much easier to build that out that way if we at least just go over and we have seen everything at least once, and we've tried to think about it instead of just like seeing it in match, where sometimes it's like, you know, what's going on? I'm scared. What was that? What was that? What was that? We don't even know like what's a special, what's a normal sometimes, right? This game can be very overwhelming. So this was very useful, I think. Not necessary by any means. I don't think we needed to do this to like try and learn and improve in the game. But, you know, I saw the opportunity to do this. I wanted to do it over the course of December, and there's like almost exactly 30 characters in this game. There's 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I think there's one less down here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah. So it's 29 characters, you know, gives us a perfect chance to spend a month doing this. And I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Probably gonna be playing back to just playing some ranks, trying to get Pot the Celestial at some point here. And you know, from there we'll see if what we'll do, if we'll play someone else, if we'll play a different game. But I have been enjoying a lot of Guilty Gear so far, certainly. But yeah, VOD watchers, hello, hi. If you like the video, you know how it is. Any kind of like, subscribes, comments, bells, all that good stuff helps out a lot. I also stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, except for Fridays, so come by and hang out if such a thing interests you. A link in the description down there. I also have a Discord, another link down there. A great place to make some friends, but be nice if you do join, or I'll shoot you in the head in Minecraft. Most important, hope you had a great time hanging out today, as always. Hope you had a great time going through the kind of the roster here, trying to figure out what everyone does. I know I sure did, and I found a lot of it very, very helpful. Having a lot of fun with Guilty Gear. Going to be a lot more coming your way, and until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace. And all right, fellas, that is probably going to do it for me on the stream side of things too. I know it's a little early to be ending a stream at like 8 to 10, but feels like a very natural ending point, right? Went for about 3 hours. We could play some ranked, but honestly, there's a couple reasons that I'm probably going to end a little bit earlier here. One, I may or may not have gotten 2 hours of sleep last night. I'm on break right now, and I'm very much living that full gremlin lifestyle. I'm waking up early, and I'm going to bed late. Like I'm trying to maximize every single day, cram it full of just like hanging out with my friends and shit. So I could definitely use probably a nap right now, which is probably what I'm gonna do as soon as I end stream. And at the same time, again, it's, you know, so it's a pretty natural stopping point. Next Monday, we'll be playing some more Guilty Gear, but we'll actually be playing the game this time. So yay, we'll be going online and again try and see if we can get Pot to Celestial in some reasonable amount of time now, armed with our new knowledge. But yeah, gonna end the stream on the YouTube side of things here, and then I'll find someone to raid on Twitch. Tomorrow is Street Fighter 6 day.